3 years, we've been seeing so much of Kraime. I mean, along with a player like Blast, but both of these guys representing, along with Anal, representing the next generation of Street Fighter in such a way that they're already taking out legends in the game.
This is how I look at it. Kraime and Blast, they kind of ciphering that momentum, right? Like, obviously, Blast had the grand stage. Of course, Kraime picking up his own results. He definitely finished strong at EVO. He got top 8 in the world stage. So this guy, listen, it's only up from here. It's like, even though if Kraime loses, and this is just hypothetical, obviously, right? It doesn't take anything away due to the fact, again, sound like a broken record, there's just too many killers in Street Fighter 6. So I can't even take nothing away from him. But the point that I'm trying to make is, no matter what's the end result, he is one of those killers in this new generation.
Yep, absolutely true. And now we get to see it, man. Rob kind of set it up, bro. The old guard versus the new guard. Young Kraime definitely got a lot on his plate right now to deal with Chris T. Chris T, I know he's a homework crazy person. My man definitely grinds out a lot of these matchups. But let's see how it works. Will the reflexes beat the old G? Let's see.
Well, I mean, you know, he is an actual teacher in real life.
Yeah, he is.
So he's about to take this kid to school. If you want to talk about fundamentally sound when it comes to footsies, neutral, patient, and really conditioning opponents in terms of how to counter-poke back and pretty much punish accordingly, right? Chris T is definitely one of those scrolls that you want to read historically when it comes to playing the beautiful neutral of Street Fighter.
And here we go. Chris T versus Kraime. Ken versus Ryu.
Love it. And look at that, the classic colors. We got the, you know what? I don't want to get fired. There's a lot of things there that I can say about that outfit, but this is a classic, the bodega style match. This is one of the first matches I've ever seen walking into an arcade, which is kind of crazy.
The fact that you walked into an arcade and just saw vanilla versus vanilla, that's crazy.
That's it. Well, in this case, a bodega. Well, already, here we go, the confirm, the run low forward. The low forward run, excuse me, the throw. This is how we condition first. Let's see how Kraime feels about this. Another throw. He tried to counter poke there, but the stagger jab threw off the timing on the defense. Looking for the counter hit. Oh, there it is. What a punish. He was in range.
Wait a minute. Punish counter gets the confirm and roundhouse Tatsu to get out of the corner. But look, Kraime definitely on the ropes right now when it comes to the life. Ooh. Perfect parry, and he's got 2 bars. And I'm sure he's probably going to use that level 2.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Texflugen Nitra. Oh, it's been a minute.
I know.
It's been a minute.
That's how to shut up right quick.
I like you set it up.
Yeah, because I haven't heard it in a minute. Let's be real. All right, here we go. Chucking that plasma early. I love that. Anybody that throws fireballs from that range, that kind of tells you like how old they are in terms of playing Street Fighter, right? A lot of the new bloods, they don't really play the plasma game like that as before. I mean, rightfully so, considering it's a drive parry.
Oh, caught you peeking.
Let me get another one. Ooh, trying to snipe out the drive reversal. That's why he stopped. Took his turn back. Nice. What a dominant call back. What a run back there from my man Kraime. Wow, look at the demonic face on this young lad.
Yo, that angle don't do him no favors. He look like a problem child right there. Hold on.
He looking like he's going right in the back of his mind. Big ankle bone. Let's go. There we go. That's chart offense for you, says Chris T. The drive rush has turned green. That's what I'm trying to get here. Another one.
I like that crouching heavy after the drive rush to keep the pressure. He's not trying to give Kraime any room to breathe. And we saw the throws in the corner really help him out.
Yeah, I love that range from the stand fist. He's trying to get the low forward, but that was the answer that he was looking for. Big damage. Is it going to? It's not going to kill, but we have one more sequence here. The burnout. He can actually chip him out. There it is. Nice.
The OD fireball. Jinrai, the overhead. That's a clean hit. No chip out needed. Chris T taking game number 1. Now, back during SFL US, I saw young Kraime get mad once.
Yeah?
Man, my man had the look on his face like you just told him he can't blow bubbles in his chocolate milk. My man was tight. I like, man, that little dude was mad. No, not my house.
Let's go. You know what? I just wanted to highlight this right quick. Obviously, it's Ryu and Ken, but the reason why I bring this up is more so on the side of Chris T. He is super comfortable fighting Shotokan. Let me tell you. Historically, this is the matchup that he's studying, he's dealt with in the past. So he's looking very comfortable. Perfect dish. No, hood perfect.
Okay,
we take it.
Perfect.
This is a bodega match, so you know what I mean? It makes sense.
Shout out to the boy Mike Ross. Hood perfects all around.
That's right. He knows what it is. Big bone Tatsu. Big ankle bone Tatsu. What a whiff punish there on the low forward.
And this is the Kraime we're used to. Offense very heavy, not giving you time to breathe. But Chris T's been here before. Gets out of there, switches the sides, and now he's got the corner. Early throw puts him in danger, though. Kraime going to take full advantage. And I like how both of them are aware. Kraime wants to fight you in the middle of the screen. Chris T trying to push you to the corner and put you in danger.
I like that Chris T knows that Kraime is trying to invite that low forward drive rush. He can hit him with the padded OS. That is what Kraime sizing Chris T for.
Ooh, nice. Yo, Kraime throw fireballs like an old man, though, bro. He be throwing some classically trained fireballs.
Let's go.
Like that little light button to start the momentum. Chris, don't take the bait. Nature. Spinning the level too early. Big damage up there.
Oh, try to hit him with the delay overhead just to try to catch a tech or just an overhead entirely. Big damage on the side of Chris T. We in that throw range. What are we going to do? Looking for the tech with that kill frame on the low forward, but we answer back. Climbing. Overhead? No, not yet.
I like that drive rush, taking his turn to get out of the corner. Now he's got a couple opportunities. C8 damage is not there on his side, so there's still a lot of fighting to do. And he's got 3 bars.
Yo, Climate got aggressive space traps. You saw what he did? He did stand fierce, wait, pushed him out, then drive rush right after.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, big damage. Okay, we're going to the 2-0 scenario now. We're going to go into
level 2, Nature. Them bad boys is on fire.
Now, if you know where that's from,
oh, yeah.
Respect to you. Yes, obviously belongs to Ken, but what game?
Yo, Chris T with the fan signs out in the crowd.
Oh, he gained a lot of fans. When we was over there at Capcom Cup this year, everybody was really cheering for Chris T in the crowd, man. Shout out to Japan, the land of the rising sun, really holding it down for the scene.
Shows mad love to fighting games, especially Street Fighter overall, man. If you've been over in Japan and seen a Capcom Cup or just seen these guys play, you've definitely seen how much love they get just from like the people over there. So it's really cool to see the super fans out here. A lot of people coming traveling to support, man.
Them Falcon boys still in here, though. I know they all over the place with many games trying to get those points for their clubs. Oh, there it is, the classic. Yes, catch you ducking. You're going to hit this Dragon Lash combo. Oh, I love that. The deep jump in fierce. They just walk in slightly with the crouch jab. We trying to make this man budge. Open the door. Jab on the side of Crime Major to try to throw another option out there instead of attack.
I like how he uses like buttons to try to bait Chris into doing something. Chris a lot of time not taking the bait, but I love that he's able to play this pace. Oh, another throw. You saw him react in real time after he got that last throw. Chris doing it. You called it out though. Chris does a great job at fighting Shotos. He knows what you want to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's just the game plan, because he has the same game plan, right? So he knows what type of thing that the Shotokan Warriors is looking for. In this case, Crime. I actually thought Kramer would go with the Bison, man. It looks like he just wants a reversal, bigger damage. I mean, Bison got it too. Oh, wow. It looks like he tried to check after the perfect parry on the fireball.
Oh, second time we've seen him use that setup. Second time we've seen it work to a success.
Kramer, he's trying to get that momentum back on his side. He's starting good. He got one round up. Oh, no. He probably thought it was a fireball. Oh, that was a stand light or low forward, and he just got an input error. It's all right. Nice, technical.
Oh, nice stand light kick, punish, counter, drive rush. And now you're in the corner versus Crime, a delay, crouching,
Patrick, you replied to
big damage. My man hits like a god out here. Watch the bulge.
Race, but he fucking left again, so
Welcome to the Bonanza.
And with the athlete's foot and all that, yes.
No shoes.
That's right, that ringworm is putting in work right now.
The calluses must be crazy. The callus must be crazy, like getting kicked by a log. Here we go.
Well, good stuff. Well, good stuff to Kraime, finding his footing in this matchup. I know that's what he's looking for. I like how no matter what's the odds on the side of Kraime, he always keeps that good, steady attitude. You can kind of see it on people's faces, right? Human nature. You see people kind of like, you know, losing their momentum and stuff like that.
You can see the emotions on their face. And a lot of times in fighting games, we know exactly how somebody, we read the character, but if you get to see a look at the players' faces, and that's why the people watching at home, you guys are lucky. You get to see every reaction in a lot of these times to see just how actually affected they are. But also, Crime gets one on the board. Chris is on game point. That means if he wins these next 2 rounds, he wins. He takes out Crime and puts him on the lower side of this, especially now because this is his first match. You want to get that W.
Looking for that punish counter, Chris T. You already see the turnstile roundhouse. There you go.
Yeah,
turn off for the drive rush, of course, naturally. Good stuff there from a Chris T. Ooh.
Okay. Yo, that Hashogeki, bro, he's been killing it with that.
Now, Chris T actually had the space for it. He had the right idea, but wasn't in range for the stand rounds. Well, in terms of spacing, that is. Let me go. That's the safe jump. Nice. Wow, he got a lot of cash on the side of Chris T. Very nice stuff there. Oh, organic.
In this corner, though, the low parry, that means I knew the low was coming. I did that intentionally, with intent.
Riding that momentum all full away from Evo.
Look at Crime's face, bro.
Yeah, he smells it. Yeah. I mean, he smells the pie of bus ass like around the corner, but it looks like he's missing an ingredient here. I love the DP on the side of Chris T. He's trying to keep Crime honest. Oh, no. No big roundhouse there on the side of Crime. Did you see what he tried to do to him? Try to walk up stand roundhouse? Maybe a stand strong, either or. Love it.
Fireball battles.
Yes. It's one of my personal favorites. Anybody that Chuck Plasma know how to play some Street Fighter, that's how I see it.
Roll forward to the enhanced uppercut. OD just clean. Oh, I caught you.
Better than the punish counter. He would have been a burnout in that scenario. There it is, level 3, him immediately after the chin ride. Absolutely not gonna kill, but we both gonna be looking ashy here.
Drag the fist, start the fire like a match on the street.
Running kick? No, not even. He's gonna go for the chip out. Oh, he tried to DP through it. He tried to set him up. Watch your legs. Chris T knows he just gotta keep it patient so he can touch grass again, but just run DP anyway.
Did it anyway. And that is gonna put him on set point versus Crimea. Crimea needs to lock in. Once again, this is group play. That means you just have to have one of the best records to make it out, and you don't want to lose the first game. The back throw.
Trying to dry my clothes out here. Ooh, stand fist. I like how he's choosing that one now instead of the stand roundhouse. Keep it nice and solid. Oh my God, I thought it was gonna hit. Oh!
Whips in, you see him go for the big bet level 3 attack on the drive gauge, and he missed the cross cut. Crimea spent all his meter, but because of that, he's got another chance.
Wow, challenge for Chris T. When it worked out on the side of Crimea, he keeps that pressure. Wake up, level 1. You think I won't do it? You think I won't do it, young man?
Side switch 2, stand light kick just to keep him at odds.
God, he's looking for it. You see the whiffing those little light buttons from close range just to actually get Chris T to poke one of those big buttons, the stand fierce or the stand roundhouse. He's backing up. He's looking for it. As you can see, he has the right idea. Oh, my God.
It's not a splat. Oh, that was so good.
Into the super Crimea with the confirm. That takes us.
I don't know why you would have been talking to me, Tim. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro.
Both of these players. And once again, this is group play. You don't want to lose your first game. It's telling momentum is on the line here.
2-2 equals the bonanza.
Welcome to the bonanza. No tickets here.
Welcome to the bonanza. Grab a seat. Oh, nice. Like that, the plasma. These guys are chucking some plasma. But notice how it's usually when they're in the closer to the corner, not even mid-range. What a whip punish from the young lad, Climate.
Below forward. Trying to overextend, trying to steal his turn back. Chris knows, bro. He's a teacher. He knows. Speaking of trying to steal, Crimea answers back. Tatsu to the corner. Here's a throw. Stand medium kick. I love that. It would have caught the jump anyway if he was holding north.
100%. The king of the north. Oh, I thought he made it. That was a little too early on the side of Crimea when it came to the fireball side of things, so he kept it safe. Oh, what a punish.
Great fireball. Parry right there from Chris. This next exchange, he can only take one more throw.
Legs. Ooh, come on, man. Got a little too thirsty there.
You gotta spin that.
And you can see it in Chris T's face. He's like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I pressing buttons first? That's the name of the game here, ladies and gentlemen.
And Crimea has turned it all the way around and is now on set point. Counter hit on the stand, light kick, Chris T.
There you go. Now we're in that corner position. This is where Ken loves to be. I thought he was actually trying to grab or check the drive rush, but was in range Crimea. At least he don't got a level 3, so it's okay. It's not going to be too damaging.
No one bothered him. He just got frustrated and left the server again.
Damage on the side of Ryu. Man, he is getting dog walked into this corner.
Bro, he is clipping him on the toes, bro. You need to put some sandals on.
Nice.
Okay, wait a minute. Give me a final game. I don't even care who win. Give me another round, though.
I care. I love Bodega Ken. Oh, nah, I don't care. As long as it's good matches. You right? Oh. I thought he probably caught him on the tap parry side of things. Oh,
that roundhouse. Got to pay a toll. And speaking of paying a toll, oh my God, he didn't get the level 3 drive reversal.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Both of them burn out. Goes for the super, and he catches him running, and the run stop puts a stop to this match. Climate runs it all the way.
He ran that back. That was good shit.
The set versus Chris T, 3-2.
Yo, that is nuts. And I know Chris T tried to hit the brakes a little early. That way he could recover. But I feel like he was going to be in that burnout. He's going to get chipped out regardless, right? So, man, I feel like if he really felt gutsy there, he should have just committed to the run DP or a run step kick. But again, the super would have won anyway. So run DP was the better option. But I mean, how you know Crimea is going to do it, to be honest with you, right? That was a great defensive decision there for Crimea. It's not like he was representing it in that scenario every single time. So that was a great surprise and finished the job.
And once again, Crimea, the young gunner out here, this dude plays like he's an older player, which is crazy. Great button knowledge. His spacing is immaculate. The way he plays the fireball game and the answer in the corner, the double stand fierce to get the hit. And this situation right here, this scramble is crazy. And once again, like you said, it would not have gotten caught. And with that, Chris T will be in trouble, but still in this group stage. And we have more Street Fighter 6 coming from EWC right on the other side of this break.
See, it wasn't that long. Just kick back and relax. You got more Street Fighter 6 action coming your way here at EWC 2026. We are officially on the way. Of course, day one. Group BB is where we at right now. This is where me and Tasty Steve stands. The next match that we are about to see on the stage is Tokido versus Lex. And now what makes this an official match, there is no recorded footage, no nada about these guys playing. You know what it means? A classic historical battle is on the way. AKA, this is the first time I see you. I ain't gonna be cheap on the first day.
Look, and on top of that, I love talking about the economy of fighting games. The fact that, like, you don't have any recorded footage, and I feel like these guys have obviously played on some, like, low-key sessions, right? Obviously. But when it comes to the set count, that's the only thing that matters. And to say you have to fight against Tokido, a legend in fighting games. And you heard Lex he was like, yo, I'm gonna beat him. He says, I'm gonna beat him clean. And I like that. Lex wearing it on his chest. He says, you know what, I don't care who is on the other side. Tokido, Daigo, they're going down. But Lex has come quite a long way. Obviously over in Europe now, playing in SFL, he's taken out some of the biggest players in the business. And now he's got to take out one of the best players in the business with Tokido.
The Mada face. Mada face. Don't put an R at the end. You got to put an H. Mada face. Okay, so Lex goes for the guy. I was going to touch that up a little bit. He does have a Bison. He does have good results with Bison. However, his real bread and butter is Guile. So, I mean, historically, when you really look at it, Guile kind of does have a bit of a tough time with this matchup. That's why you see the likes of Kaba always playing Sagat on JP. But, I mean, this is Lex. It's a different guy. He loves being a lot more aggro than keep away.
Yes.
That's just how he works. And he will take those big gambles with those reversals. You've seen it in the past with guys like Problem X in the first EWC, and he hasn't stopped representing that ever since. But that's a bit of an edge, though. You know why? Because the players are aware of that. That does mean that they're going to have to slow down or delay the buttons a little more, which means it'll give Lex more of an opportunity to take his turn back or just get some offense on his own more frequently.
And that definitely helps him out. Like you said, he's more on the offensive side, especially with a character like Guile, who typically kind of plays the down-back game. He's like, I'm going to let you run into these booms. But also, Tokido, my man be jumping. He goes to wherever the grass is greener. If it's cheap, he's in it.
Historically.
Historic. That's in the books right there. Well, here we go. Game one, round one, Tokido versus Lex. It's JP versus Guile. The second JP we've seen today. And look, JP is definitely one of the public enemies out here. However, Tokido was known to take characters like this and just push them to the absolute limits.
No, absolutely. I like the career change here for Tokido. We're not talking about Street Fighter. He's here to the days dry out, right? He's rocking the JP. People don't know the lore. Kakuru has been helping Tokido tremendously in terms of elevating his JP game, and he's been keeping strong with the character in these tournaments. There it is already in the corner carry. Disgusting. Look at the box that he has created.
Every time I run into someone I can't get through,
the corner? Buttons into Sonic Boom. He got the space, but he can't get out.
Well, that was such great knowledge. He did jab into the Sonic Boom. Tokido walked into it, and now he's got a fighting chance in his corner. Tokido has to play back a little bit. Drive rush just to get out of there. Gravity defying kick into the super. Lex.
Love it, man. Good old vinyl records, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, Guile's a DJ?
You know, might as well. On the wax. Wow, nice punish.
Oh.
Why are you water?
Yo, wait a minute. Lex getting the first round of the game.
Doesn't start on startup. Also, I still don't know why this I need to look into like why this is happening. It's like the video's running fine, and then like it will just it freezes like when I hover on the player. I don't really know why that's a thing. Probably some weird Windows 11 thing, bro.
Archer is there too, but he's close enough to get rid of it by just getting off the screen. And now Lex has the corner position in his favor. Back throw that throws the perfect in the trash, but he's still got the life lead.
Sick. Man, he don't even got to overextend. I mean, he could take a couple of risks here, but not necessary because we do have the baby booms. Yes, I pay child support for every single one of those.
Right? The baby boom parade.
Speaking of booms, man, I've been seeing Lex chucking booms for quite some time, man. Straight from the Street Fighter V side of things, starting as a young child. And now he's out here in the grand stage at EWC. This is excellent, going up against one of his, I ain't gonna say heroes, but some of those guys that he was like, oh, word, he's nice. One of these days I'll play him. And look at that, fast forward, Lex is here.
We say that out of respect. Every person that I've seen playing, I'm like, man, I want to play that guy and beat that guy.
100%.
That's just how it goes, bro.
That's how it works. Okay, look at that, Lex. He's going to take control here, knowing the fact that he's up 1-0. Sonic booms, of course, big arms. That's why you see those humongous arms that look like the Tasty Steves right there.
Yo.
That's Tasty Steve's arms right there, for sure. I wish I had those to survive your freaking pinches. How about that?
The big moves to keep the momentum, the jump after the perfect parry. A lot of people seem to forget a perfect parry gives you a little bit more recovery, even on those fireballs. So the jump-ins, if they're repeating it, can get them in trouble.
Psych. You thought it was a ghost. Looked like Lex was trying to look for that pocket just to jump in, very sneaky. Oh, the jumping, I actually thought he made it.
JP slowing it down a little bit.
No, I see. Wow, what a check on the drive rush with the crouch on. That was solid from Tokido. But what I was going to say was one thing that I've seen, I mean, we only seen one JP on the side of Juicy Joe, but notice how nobody so far has parried the fake ghost. Nobody's getting caught with it. That's how you know people are so seasoned right now that they're not falling for the stuff that was early on in the season.
Oh, gets the back throw. No, you're 100% right. And, like, that's one of, like, the elevated guessing games of JP, bro. Like, when he started using the feint in his pressure, especially up close, wow, punish counter. Gets the knockdown with the OD into the level 3. And look, getting a little bit of drive back here and puts Lex in a very precarious situation because he's very close to burnout.
Lex is about to go hunt mode right now. Good punish. Oh, psych. Ooze. Just put a little extra sauce there, a little extra stun just in case. Perfect dish. I mean, we already know Tokido's one of the greatest chefs of all time. So there's no doubt in my mind. Oh, look at the beautiful fans here, man.
Bruh.
Representing the team of Varel. Am I saying this right? Varel? No, I'm just adding some extra twang to it, which is okay. But man, I know Tokido doesn't want to disappoint the fans here, so he's going to play at his best. One apiece.
Back to this neutral, back to the mid-screen. Still looking for the jump to try to get over the booms. I like that Lex isn't committing to them, at least not when Tokido expects it, because it's giving him a fighting chance.
Yep. All right, hold that. Close your window right here on this pierce, on this departure. Ooh, legs. You know, that's good information collection. That's how you know Lex is trying to walk back and whiff punish it with a stand fierce. I'm pretty sure. So Tokido got to be careful here. You know, you can become the wall. You don't have to rely on the projectiles. Oh, your body could be the projectile itself, right?
He said, put your body on the line.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got him boxed into this corner. Nice flash kick, Lex. Get a little bit of that breathing room. Oh. What an anti-air with the pierce. Wow. It's beautifully spaced. Excellent choice there from Tokido.
Great spacing on it, too. And look, and it keeps him in this corner. Departure right above his head. There's the throw. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nice tag.
Oh, my God. Oh, I thought that was the stand fierce right there. I thought that's how you sizing him up. Tokido is collecting this information right here. Whoa, what a read.
The jump in, the close out, command throw to do it. Full combo at that.
Take a look. It's in a book. That's good stuff there, huh? My man Nostrils, JP, getting busy out here. Unhand me. Let's go. Standing media punch, okay, of course. He's trying to size him up to look for those advancing normals from Lex, and Lex is not giving it to him. That's
I like that.
Yep.
Play compact. Keep it together. Don't let him unnerve you. The drive rush, and now Tokido starting to close the distance, being a lot more like optimistic, a lot more positive with his offense. Like, you know what? If you're not going to stop me from coming in, because Lex has been playing quite a bit of defense, he's going to walk forward, get the throw.
Yep.
Overhead. What an answer with the jabs.
The half moon. Get that full screen control again. Get a ball for me. At least he's out of the corner. Booch into the baby booms.
Yo, the step kick into the activation. I like that. Use the normals. That way you got more time. Catches the DI. Wait a minute, Lex. Another one.
Yes, I think we're going to get another one here. No, we was respecting the amnesia there on the side of Lex. Oh, my God. Do not overextend. Oh, on the counter hit. Beautiful stuff there. Lex with a chance to go up 2-1. Well, both of these guys, really.
Okay, yo. Fighting chance. Yo, Lex said, I came to win.
Chuck those bones, 30 years and proud. Yes. My man Giles been chucking bones before Lex was born, which is kind of crazy talking about it that way. The jump in. Oh, I thought that was a punish right on time. Oh, that wasn't even a punish counter. He just rightfully took the throw. You know what? Better that than a combo, right?
Oh, these jump ins, I like what Lex is doing. He's starting to scout them, bait them into the jump, clean anti-air, and they're small hits, but they add up. Pennies add up to $1.
That's a fact. Amen.
Hey.
Take your sweet old time is basically what Steve is saying.
Oh, I like that delay.
There
that was
it is.
really
Okay,
good.
back up. Give me some espacio. It is set. Wow, I thought he was going to do like a sweep afterwards. Man, hold this amnesia. Are you kidding me?
Waited for it. Great knowledge right there by Lex. Finally decides to show the amnesia. He waits for it, gets the punish. Now he's got the momentum. The throw in the corner. Tokido's in CA range. Even though he's only got 2 bars,
Good drive reversal. You know what? Just a buy time for the drive gauge. I agree on the side of the
Oh,
wow.
it just pulls up.
Rodillas. That's
He's
Steve
alive,
in Spanish,
though.
Steve. Oh, my God. I like that meaty fireball just to snipe out the amnesia.
Oh.
But the half moon was there.
Again.
The flash kick.
Lets it rip.
Gets the momentum in the corner and actually kind of calls out every option Tokido was representing. Gets the counter hit, close it out. Lex with the lead in the set versus Tokido.
I said, man, these are one of these matchups that Lex actually strives on. Like, if you don't have a character that's going to put crazy pressure on you, right, or just make him feel a little too claustrophobic, if you will, he is going to shine. This is actually a match that he can actually think in peace. Tokido, I know this is tough, but you got the patience for it. Level 2 is the name of the game, but he hasn't conditioned him with him yet. So let's see if he's going to use that as his prize way to open up Lex as we move forward here in the set.
And now you can see Lex has got him coming off on his defense a lot more. He's getting a lot more offensive with the JP. But full screen is where JP kind of like dwells, but now he gets to throw booms. So he finds a way in anyway.
There we go. Size him up. Look at that, already trying to invite him in for the perfect parry. Lex is good for those. He sees the gaps. Oh, that was a big whiff.
He was fishing. Neither one of them have a bar, though, in this first round.
That joint said, oh, OD Sonic Boom. Now the box, wasn't ready. Well, we know Tokido's a little bit of allergic to some drive impacts. Just a little.
You got to take medication for that.
Absolutely. Ooh.
What a check, Lex, putting himself on set point. If y'all would have seen the finger games that y'all just shot,
I didn't realize that
it was crazy. The movement was wild.
You know, I've just got to get animated, man. I love seeing some video games and good display. High level, of course. All right, the boots for the counter hit. No one home. That half moon right in between. Master block stun with the parry. That's one of the most greatest tactics I see in Street Fighter 6 when it comes to using your reversals. Oh, the overhead block.
Nice. And you see Lex try to get that departure off the screen. Tokido try to meet some there to leave it there. And now he's fighting into this corner.
Okay. Level 2 available on both of these guys, but definitely more important on the side of Tokido.
I just feel bad because he has literally said
close to that level 3
that, like,
two sequences with big starters is going to lead into a victory.
Like the events I run in like the environment that we're in, like makes him want to keep trying
Tokido is in trouble
over and over again, and like I can't help but feel responsible for like kind of the cycle he's on himself in.
So you know he's gonna bite his time till it gets to the yellow, and then that next combo can get the kill. There's another throw.
There it is. Doesn't even matter the starter here at this point. We still have 1 meter available on the side of Lex, but Lex is trying to attack the drive gauge. Hopefully he don't get a little too thirsty, just throwing those limbs out there. And there is the Labushka. Oh, we're trying to get out of harm's way. What a conversion there for Tokido. Wow. You're going to leave with something.
Oh, wait a minute. The booms are there, the baby boom parade. Gravity-defying kick.
He said a baby boom parade.
The baby boom parade, bro. They line up on the side of the streets. Staying out of that crouching medium kick range. Tokido starting to look comfortable.
Nice block.
Starting to look comfortable.
Wow.
Punish counter throw. It's a back throw. He's out of that corner now.
Right there.
Takes the space. But now he's looking a little gray, looking a little thirsty, and the parade is back up.
Oh my God, he's almost on with the level 2 as well. How are you going to avoid this? Tokido had no choice but to try to avoid it with a jump, but was in harm's way with the baby booms, and that'll do it.
I think he could have tried to super to go through all of them.
That is a big dub. Lex gets the dub 3-1 over Tokido. What a play. And the Gao play was looking crispy. He said it in the interview with Ryan Hart. He was like, nah, bro, I know who I got first, and I came to win anyway. Team Heretics Lex getting the dub versus Tokido. You know he's going to hold that for a long time.
Well, unfortunate for the Tokido fans that's in the building. They're going to have to hold that L in their gluteus maximus. However, he is still in the tournament going to the loser side, so there's nothing wrong with that. Again, the competition is too fierce. I can't be surprised at this point.
And once again, look, Tokido's not out of it. Obviously, this is group play. It's about how well you play on the overall groups. And look, this was looking really promising. This was definitely looking like a moment where he could run it back, but the last baby boom got the job done.
Well, yes, guys, kick back and relax. We got more Street Fighter 6 here at EWC right after this.
Welcome back to Group BB as the action continues. Lex just took out Tokido. But we got another banger. Yipes, who is it? I can't tell who it is.
True. I think that's my man, really from Philly, a.k.a. Victor Woodley, a.k.a. It ain't victory without the victor. Punk the God is on the right, of course, cruising, just winning so many online tournaments, just tournaments in general. That man's resume could go on and on. Going up against your current Capcom Cup champion, this man picked Eddington to win $1 million. And you know what? He earned his right for EWC just through that alone. And he is here to play in the grand stage. Well, just to add to the 1 point, so you're going to get like, what, 1.300 or something? I'm not too sure, but that man played with his heart at Capcom Cup, and that is continuing coming over here to EWC. This is beautiful stuff here. Battle of the Young Bucks. I feel like, of course, Punk is a little more seasoned than Sahara, naturally, obviously, because we've seen him play so many games throughout the year, starting with Street Fighter V. But Sahara, of course, swinging big. I mean, the first time I seen this dude actually win a tournament was at UFA that one year, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I did my homework. I'm like, oh, wow, he plays shooters as well? I can understand that. That means you got all the reactions in the world to play a game like Street Fighter 6. So it's kind of cool that he's continuing on, still kicking ass and taking names, and he's still here as the champion of Capcom Cup, trying to get one here at EWC.
There you go. I mean, think about that. What if you are a Capcom Cup and an EWC champion? That's a big thing to have. That's $2 million in the bank.
Hasn't happened yet.
That hasn't happened. Okay, you know what?
Unless if we want to count the first year with Kakaru, but he did win. You know what? We could count that. I think we can count that.
I think we can count that.
It was before it was EWC.
That's here nor there, though. This is a new scripture, new history books. We need some ink on the page. Historical battles here. Live. Sahara versus Punk. Where else are you going to see this?
Bruh, these are world caliber matches. These are top 16 matches that you are getting for 3 days straight here until we crown a winner. And look, man, Punk just had a great year as well, man. We saw him come from Evo Japan, had a great showing, just recently got engaged, and it's my homie's birthday, man. So look, more life to my guy, Victor Woodley. Punk, man, happy birthday. And hopefully you can get some dubs for the B-Day, you know?
Yeah, you know, I had to punch his arm 27 times. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, we still do
I didn't do no punch buggies. I ain't do no punch buggies. Nah, he good. Now, Punk the God, of course, we seen this man grow as a child. First time I seen him on the scene was, what, 17? He's 27 now. Jesus, how time is flying. Wow.
It goes fast.
Beautiful. Sahara knows who he's dealing with, so he's going to play his best gameplay, of course. All the way from the land of the rising sun versus Punk the God. USA, yes, but Philly representative. Opening gambit time.
Gets the throw. And look, we've seen a couple of Eds out here, but this is a Capcom Cup winning Ed that we're talking about. But this is the footsie god himself, Punk. Yo, wake up OD uppercut.
I think that's the textbook. If you want to follow the rules of how to really win punishing condition, Punk the God is one of those guys you want to watch. And he does it every week. Wow, what a catch there from Sahara.
What the? That combo was kind of crazy.
Ooh, looking for the shimmy. Okay, he's trying to get a little greasy there. You saw the big jump into the back dash. Let me get a throw. Crouch fist? No, throw first, crouch your fist later. It's coming. Oh, try to throw again. The challenge there from Sahara.
Checking on the toes. The back jump, not going to get you out of danger, but another OD uppercut. Life lead in favor of Punk right now. He's trying to close out with the drive rush, but he puts himself in burnout to get it done. No anti-air from Sahara in this situation. You really got to be careful, though.
Yep, respecting the dive kick. You don't know what it is sometimes, where it's a regular jump or a dive kick. Sometimes the dive kick just throw you off, right, so you can get that cross-up easy in the corner. So I'm loving that from Sahara, but good stuff from Punk for setting that trap. Oh, big punish. Win normals. Hello.
Really low on drive.
Here we go. Wait a minute. Sahara looking a lot better in the second round. Looking a lot better in the second round. Stand medium kick on the way out.
That was weird.
Ooh.
I don't know if that was anti-shimmy on purpose or a misinput.
Stand jab. He wanted something guaranteed, but couldn't get the finish there.
Ooh. Nice delay.
Wait a minute. Caught your beacon. Stuck on the wall now. Back
if
on
he
the
can win this without spinning meter, he's in great shape.
Problem. OD dive kick and then spins it with the uppercut anyway.
Still really close to burnout.
Good data collection. Oh my God, the next one I promise is going to be regular into level 3. Imagine into level 3. That should be enough. Hold on.
Is that enough?
We've seen it in the past, but we don't talk about the past. This is the present.
Here.
What are we going to do here?
Oh, he's alive.
Absolutely not.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God, we got to see it. What are you going to do, Sahara? Wow, the jump back. Are you going to get chipped out into level 2?
Guaranteed.
No blocks on the side of Punk. Is he going to chip him? Yes, he is.
Oh, my God. That series was bold. Look at the, did you see how that
the smirk on Sahara's face, bro.
Both in burnout, a sliver of fingernails worth of life on that bar? Nah.
Damn, and all really Punk had to do was just walk up, size up, and see what he wanted to do. But he wanted that guaranteed block stun. But, of course, holding North was on the side of Sahara for him to survive and finish that job. My goodness, high-level play here is being displayed.
One round apiece, game 1. Best of 5 once again.
Okay.
Nope.
Quick lead.
Oh,
Wow, looks like it was supposed
misinput.
to be an uppercut. A little
Yeah,
bit of an
he
input
messed up.
error there on the side of Sahara. There's the knockdown. We're going to get a crouch fierce. Conditioning starts with it now. Oh.
Okay.
Wow, and he
Perfect parry on
jabs,
the rapid jabs?
Side switch with the
Oh,
snatcher.
wow.
Just jump OD dive kick.
Delayed jabs, no throws. Oh, there it is. Speaking of which,
He's alive
should it be
again.
enough? No.
Don't let him do it
Dive
twice.
kick
Oh
scenario.
my
Wow,
God.
Challenge. No walk-up jabs. No
Okay.
fear of the dive kick. Just gonna fully commit.
He
into
has
that
drive
crouch
though, so
control.
he
Beautiful
has
stuff
to fear
there.
wake up
Not
DPA
enough, though,
chipping him.
But it'll put him in a pixel scenario. Imagine.
But he's in burnout.
What do you got?
Oh!
And now, oh no, he
baited it. Oh my God, this dude, bro, the pixel fucking champion.
Come on, son.
Bro, and Sahara, why does Sahara always look like he's smiling after he get the W? He's like, yeah, I got him. I feel like he just talking smack about
He won
me.
both
Look
of
at
those
the face.
rounds.
Look at the, nah, bro.
No, he got this look like, I can't believe I got away with 2 jump backs.
A hair away from
yeah,
dying.
It is, you know what I'm saying? And that worked out. That was definitely the MVP of the game. Jump
That is a
back
Capcom
for
Cup
defense.
champion, bro.
Yo,
He got plot armor.
placement on
Nice.
the
Got you reaching.
little shimmy.
Not on your birthday. I mean, it don't even matter. It's your birthday every day the way you win, sir. So it's okay. Looking for that punish counter there on the
again.
snatchers. Excuse me. Big
And
damage.
Ed gets such
and look what
he gets
happens.
such good
This is your
punishes from
grand
that far.
prize.
Like
Big
I'm always
damage.
surprised that hits from that
Open
far
your
because
throat.
he's walking
Oh,
back
too
for so
early.
long.
Wait a
He
minute.
still has plenty
okay,
of
Punk's
time
got a chance.
to get the whiff punish.
Throw that whiff jab almost got Punk a round on against him.
Yeah, he's looking for those win
Punish?
normals right now.
No.
Punk's the guard.
Spaced.
Oh, wow, the
Superman
Cobra punch. All right,
punch.
he's trying to get that big
Ah,
damage.
late.
Oh, nice little jump.
He has
There
been
was a
late
dive
on
kick
those.
over
The last
button
time he
on the jump, and
misinputted,
actually
too.
would've got hit with that.
Oh.
It's over. He did it again. Come on, you gotta be
I
pooping me.
don't know if that was on purpose from Punk. That was
Yeah,
weird.
you know what I want to say.
Oh, my
Esports.
I mean, Cammy is
To the corner we go.
always like
There's the
Cammy has.
crunch.
It's been like
It's the
2
first one
decades
we've
of Cammy
seen the
being hard to
entire
answer here.
set.
So like,
Backdash again to the corner.
I can't even
Into
be
the
too mad
level
at him.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Kenny Smith. Who was? Oh, I was gonna give him all of them. That was the dream combo. If you know, you know. Oh,
Wow.
crouch ram.
Oh.
Wow, what a conversion. That was godlike.
Okay.
That was godlike.
It's a Capcom Cup
That man
champion,
never
bro.
blinked in his life.
Bruh. Not with those kind of conversions.
Sheesh.
Back throw. Uh-oh. Punk stuck in the corner. Wake up, crouch jab. Try to get it
Oh,
out of Sahara.
okay.
He waits a little longer, finds the counter hit on
Hey,
his side.
hey, that's
Sahara
Capcom Cup
2-0
champion,
right
bro.
now up against Punk.
That's
Man, and he is
my
really
man
slowing his pace down to
my
throw
man is
Punk off.
cooking
Like
him.
he's about to cry in emotion. Like, man, this guy is so pro.
He's so pro.
He is cooking him, bro.
He's so pro.
He's so pro.
He's so pro.
That is Punk though. Let's see what he does. I don't know, bro.
That's a
This is
duff.
looking
I
rough.
wouldn't say duff, but that was a
No, that is
Sahara's
a duff.
playing comfortable.
We ain't drinking with Homer Simpson either.
All right.
Let's go. Fall back and relax. The win normals for the space.
I love the way he's
There it is,
feinting in
crouch strong.
neutral.
Punk with the great defense.
It's first
though.
to 3.
You know, Punk
This
has
is
been
groups,
doing great
so
on the defensive side. It's just in terms of really making it count when it comes to damage. Sahara is definitely on the lead on that side.
Yeah, we just got
Wow.
started with the main
Little
event. So.
Fake.
Okay,
It's the
still not
trade
burned out.
combo goes into the DI for Punk, and now
Whoa,
we have Sahara in burnout.
whoa,
But we've seen the jump multiple
decision
times. He did it
making.
again.
Now
Burnout
you
with
get
the
burned
level
out.
one. Sahara trying to go to set point.
Man is holding North for real, but I mean, I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
Oh!
In fact, I'm so surprised
Okay,
that Punk is
okay,
actually
okay.
falling
He might
for
be
it,
the
and
best.
there you have it. Look at
He
him,
might be
so
the
happy. He's
best.
like, wow.
He's just right.
I told you, bro.
He's just
Look at
been
his
right
face, like, man, I did
on
it
every
again.
interaction.
He's done 2 backdashes. He's done 2 corner
might-
backdashes, and both of them have won him games, bro.
All right,
He might be the
Punk's gonna have
GOAT.
to really raise that difficulty setting. Punk the guard. How are
His
you
guess
feeling?
rate is
There
like
it is. That's a
60,
beautiful start with the
70%,
jump
bro.
roundhouse.
Like, it's
Drive right
actually
for the
crazy.
follow-up, but snipes out the offense again with the perfect parry.
Side switch, didn't commit
Yeah,
to
he's not trying to get
anything
shimmied
big.
anymore.
Punk is in a big life lead, and Sahara
He's
knows
switched to
he's in
doing
trouble, so fights
delayed
out of
jab.
it.
Nice
What a
bait.
catch on the spin knuckle. Jesus, bro.
Oh, that
On
was a
top of that,
deep
usually you
delay.
wanna
Is he
keep the
dead?
light buttons. Is he gonna get the level 3? Yes, he does. Right on time.
Wow, he's actually dead.
That it's going to be
Wow.
enough. Punk is removing
Wow, wow,
the
wow.
headphones. Yes,
That
this
set was
is.
unreal.
We don't need a survey for this. Beautiful finish here from Sahara. The
That was
Capcom
actually an
Cup
unreal
champion
fucking set, bro.
took it
I
against
haven't
one of the
seen many people
greatest
do that to
ever.
Punk like that.
The guard.
And look, man, Punk is ridiculous, but he has not had the best runs at EWC. It's just how it goes sometimes, no matter how good you are. But that could be anybody, bro. We've seen the best players come
It
here
just felt like when
after
it mattered,
a
my
crazy
man could
tournament
not
and
guess
have the same
incorrectly.
thing coming. But Sahara
No, that was
did
winners.
it.
That was winners.
3-0 versus Punk. What? First and foremost, it looked like Punk was in his groove. and still Sahara slowed him down.
I'm telling you, Punk was good, and in that one scenario where he up backs, that's what throws Punk's offense off immediately. And it was like one of those scenarios, yeah, you know what, I agree with that too. I would have smiled the same way. But man, beautiful stuff there to Sahara. Like, obviously, to fight Punk at a high level, it's crazy, man. So good stuff. But guys, don't go anywhere. More crazy matches on the way when we continue.
Group B is well underway. 4 matches down, 6 more to go. And coming up, keys will be crushed and more spots in the next stage will be earned. Hey, welcome in. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble. Of course, Logan Sama Vicious. Good to see you, boys. 4 matches down, a lot more to go. But breaking down the first one, man, Angry Bird Nephew. It was a banger matchup. Angry Bird was the heavy favorite, and for a reason, he gets the win.
Yeah, I feel like recently Angry Bird's kind of been forgotten about because he hasn't been as active on the international circuit, but he reminded everybody what it was all about there.
It felt really clinical.
This
right?
time it's the Dual
for
Kevin
the most
one.
part, right? I think not even just from a character matchup standpoint, but also facing off against Nephew. He showed zero remorse throughout the entirety of that set.
This group
no ring rust. He stepped into that arena and he just was about his business.
Blaz, Gachi-kun, Phenom, Xiaohai, Boost, and Dual
flashy.
Kevin.
It was just a takedown.
That's probably the one most would look
3-1 for Angry Bird, getting the big win. That is tremendous for them. And it was, in fact, 2-1. My bad. My apologies. It is a first. No, 3-1.
3-1, yes, bro.
3-1. That was wrong. 3-1. But, hey, for Angry Bird, though, coming in as the heavy favorite, like you said, it was clinical. He now moves forward, and he's looking to secure a spot in the next stage. Now, these two do have history, and they have met up before, and it was Angry Bird who got the win. So Nephew is still looking for revenge, but he's not going to get it this time.
It's been rather difficult to call, right? I feel like Angry Bird is just like forever adapting. And whereas, you know, I feel like a lot of the people have developed counterplays against Jury at this point. So I don't even know if to kind of like take it against Nephew. It's more so about how the matchup has played out at this point.
And it was the first time seeing Akuma as well, but Akuma obviously looking strong, at least when it comes to this series. Angry Bird getting that one, but it wasn't just them playing. It was Chris T going against Crimea, and this one went the distance.
Yeah, this was a heartbreak, man. Chris T was looking sensational. He was the one who was in control of the space, and he had some unbelievable whiff punishes against Crimea. He was really, really like asserting his dominance. He got to set point, and you know something changed. It was such a composed comeback from Crimea, wasn't it?
Vicious. It was insane, man. Obviously he wins 3-2, but like Logan said, he was down 2-0, had to come back, and he did. How rare is that when it comes to Street Fighter 6?
I don't think it's too rare nowadays. Like once we've transitioned over to like the 3 out of 5 set, that's been happening like quite a good amount. It's just coming up from these players. Like you have somebody who's been so well established since the Street Fighter 4 days versus somebody who's still technically up and coming. To have that type of result, outstanding and also unprecedented.
But for Crimea, Logan, Falcons, they need an excellent performance, and they got that in the first series. And Falcons, at least when it came to week 1 fighting game, they were non-existent. Both getting eliminated, not making it to the next stage. Crimea is looking to change that narrative.
Yeah, they had like, what, 4 or 5 players in Fatal Fury. They've got some very, very talented players in Crimea, but experienced in Xiaohai as well, so they've covered the full spectrum. And as you can see, 15 years old. He's coming off the back of a top 4 finish at EVO, and he's playing with that composure, being on that stage 2-0 down against someone with the experience of Christie. The adjustments in spacing, by the way, was sublime. He started with punishing everything. It was an incredible display of adjustment under the most severe of pressure. This is the EWC. This is your one chance of the year to make that impact on that big stage, and boy, did he take it.
Yeah, the Young Guns are looking sensational so far. We'll see if another one manages to get through. Still one more series for Crimea to lock in before he moves to the next stage. The third match was a lot of fun going into it. It was going to be the JP versus Guile matchup. That's exactly what we ended up getting. And for JP, at least on the side of Tokido, this was the first time, or at least he just recently transitioned. But for Lex, though, Guile has been his main run. So it was JP, Guile. Ultimately, it was Lex and Guile who ended up taking the win.
So I'm going to say this about this matchup as well as the matchup afterwards between Sahara and Punk. This was probably the most well-informed match that I've seen Lex prepare for. Normally, we don't get to see Tokido bleed like that, but there's also instances where Lex had taken the liberties with some of the negative frames that were available to him, right? He's gone into like OD flash kicks so many times over to throw off Tokido off his game.
Yeah, one of the things that was brought up in a previous interview was the fact is this is a unique format. In other events, you don't have the chance to actually strategize, know who you're going to play. This time you do for EWC.
Yeah, and this is one of those tough character matchups that has been for Guile since Season 1, right? He doesn't have the tools, the mobility tools that you really need to navigate what JP's putting on the screen. He's so good at controlling that horizontal space. Guile doesn't have the vertical jump art tools to get in as well. But that is a matchup that the Guile players have had to grind out for 3 years so far. Tokido, as you mentioned, like he has been dabbling with JP, but he's locked in on that JP competitive now. Whereas Lex, he's been all in on Guile for the whole time. He's got that experience and he really deployed it, showing that knowledge, showing that composure, and he closed out the 3-1 big win.
Match 4, Sahara going against Punk. Now, of course, it is Punk's birthday today, but he doesn't get a birthday present this time around. Sahara, big 3-0.
Not quite yet, right? He still has a chance in the lower bracket. One of the things we're looking forward to is seeing how he bounces back emotionally, mentally, right? It wasn't even that far off. He had so many instances where he could have closed out the set. He just needed to clutch it out and also call out what Sahara was going to do defensively. I think Sahara's decision-making towards the very ends of each and every one of those rounds just happened to catch Punk off guard.
Yeah, and I mean, his birthday present's going to be a run back against Tokido in lower bracket, right? Happy birthday.
Jesus.
Is that a good one, happy birthday, or a bad happy birthday?
Yeah,
what do we think?
It's certainly a historic battle. It's a dramatic battle on his birthday. But all that matters is you survive. All that matters is you make it out of this first group stage, because there is no upper-lower bracket preferential treatment when you get into phase 2. It's all redrawn again. So that survival instinct is what matters, and Punk and Tokido both have that. We'll see how they get on against each other. That's going to be hype.
It is definitely getting hype for sure. The first 4 matches have concluded, but 6 more to come, including elimination matches. It only gets harder from this point forward. For Nephew, obviously, there was a lot of, at least writing on the line against that Angry Bird matchup. He falls down. Then on the opposite side, Chris T, emotionally. You mentioned, of course, Punk having to emotionally come back. What about Chris T? He's now in the lower bracket. He was securing a win up until the very end, and now he's fighting for his life.
I mean, he is a very emotional guy, right? He's very invested in the game. He's got such a passionate approach to Street Fighter, and he always has for the whole time I've known him. But he's also got a very calculated approach to it, so that's going to be very interesting. But I don't know many people that are as composed as Nephew, right? He's cold.
He's been that way for a hot minute, right? He barely shows any sort of emotion, and he always leaves it out on the stage, always in gameplay. There hasn't really been much to like significantly shake him, but it could be to his downfall, right? I want to see what kind of encourages him to play a little bit sharper.
Sure. Well, Ryan's going to be breaking down the next 6 matches again. There will be players moving forward. There will be players losing their run. Ryan, what are we looking at for the next 6 matches?
Data doesn't like live streams.
It's absolutely crazy right now. I mean, we've got Lex, absolute clinical performance versus Tokido. He's going to be taking on Sahara, the Capcom Cup champion, who made very short work of Punk. And on the other side of that winners, we've got Angry Bird and Kramer, who are setting up behind me right now. Of course, the 15-year-old from Chile really representing, took down Chris Tartarian in epic fashion. A close set. And speaking of Chris Tartarian, he's going to be going up against Nephew, the cool card, cold and calculated. Never shows emotion. I like that from Vicious. Very, very true. And then Tokido is going to be taking on Punk, the birthday boy. Wow. I mean, this is all to play for.
Tokido and Punk.
Losers are going to come out of this, man. These champions, these stellar performers, everyone on this card is insane, but 2 of them are not going to make it out. This is sad. Back to you guys.
It is sad, man. I don't know what that laugh meant.
I mean, I hate to break it to Ryan, but it's even sadder because 4 of them aren't going to make it out of this phase, right?
That's right. That's 4, which is, again, it's brutal, man. You fly all the way here. You tried your best to qualify to the stage. You get on stage. You get 2 matches. You're done and dusted. But that's just how EWC goes. It's a brutal format, but it really does formulate the best players, and ultimately one can be champion and only one. Who's it going to be? We're going to have to find out over the next days. Hey, EWC's incredible, and so is our EWC play.
Come in here and play my game. He knows nothing but go!
Tyler 1, you're done.
EWC play might be nice, but so is the coverage throughout all of EWC, not only here, but also on Amazon Prime with Level Up.
A lot of people are haunted by their past. I'm inspired by it.
They're not just playing for themselves, they're really playing for their entire family.
They have defeated their demons. They have crushed the curse.
Level Up series, something you guys have to check out. It's already there, at least from previous years, but this year they're coming in fresh. It's a great series, and who knows, this might be featured on there in just a little bit. Now, we've been listening to the chat. Let's actually take a look as to what they are saying. Sometimes these get crazy. AB, too strong. What do we think?
That sounds about right. That's Angry Bird. It's something that's kind of expected. He's coming out the woodwork as strong as ever. He's playing a very, very strong character. There's no doubt that there's any falsehood in that statement.
One of the few people still sticking with Akuma, though. We don't see him that much, but yeah, it was a dominant victory. He just shut him down.
Bodega match coming from the Gamer Panda.
That's Ken versus who?
That's the Ken versus,
Ken Ryu.
Ken versus Ryu.
Taking it back to the Bodega. Where's Yipes? He was talking about that in the opening video back in the day. No cats on display that time.
So Keto needs to get Akuma or Ryu back. True or false?
Judging by that?
I'm not too sure, actually. I'm not too sure because now he's under the tutelage of Kakeru. So it's like, it's hard to call. I think it's hard to call.
All right. Hey, we're going to be paying attention to everything you guys are saying. If you want to be featured, make sure you're chatting out there because we love to get you involved with the broadcast. And speaking of which, it's time for our next 6 matches. It's Group B. Let's head to the stage to get it started once again.
Got me fucked up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are keeping things rolling with the action. And I gotta ask, are you enjoying the matches? Oh yeah. So far, everything has been absolute insanity. Did you see Lil Crime showing that poise? Reverse 3-0 over my brother Chris T. I gotta respect it.
Hey, that was clean. I've also seen Angry Bird cleaning house, looking so solid. I love when I see Angry Bird strong, man.
Yo, Angry Bird with the 3-0 over the Dark Lord, over the That's extremely difficult, ladies and gentlemen. But in the end of the day, Angry Bird showing that he is still in elite shape.
Absolutely elite. And you know what? He's on the stage right now because he's about to face Nephew to be qualifying for stage 2 on Friday. Who do you got?
He's definitely about to be playing against Crime. Man said Nephew. Put some respect on
Crime. Hell no, man.
On my man's Lil Crime. Bro, in all honesty, bro, he is only 15 years old and he is putting belt to ass like that.
I thought it was like a VTuber body pillar or something. I don't know what the hell is going on.
This next match is about to be a banger. I think it's about time we get it started, man.
It's about time we get it started. Listen, it is time for Angry Bird versus Crime. Are you ready for Angry Bird Crime? Hey, shout out to the fans. It's been beautiful with the crowd. Shout out to the Reject super fans out there. We see you all. It is time to go to our commentators for the match. Big match, Angry Bird Crime. Who makes it to Friday?
Y'all know what it is. Ringe and Jamers on the mic. And despite how hype I am for Angry Bird and Crime, that Ryan Hart segment where he said, "This is sad," and then laughed is still living in my head rent-free. I don't know what's wrong with Ryan, but I love it.
Sometimes. Don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. He laughs.
They're definitely, some of them, like, there's definitely some leeway.
We are here with Angry Bird representing Red Dune's new team.
They had Lee Chung on commentary earlier.
Going up against your boy Crime. Now, Crime is part of Team Falcons. They need to be catching up in the points in terms of the club championships. Now, the thing is, what's interesting about Angry Bird is he hasn't been able to attend many major events thus far. This is probably the biggest one he's done in 2026. He's stuck with the Akuma. People almost fooled me and said this character's off the cards, and I actually watched probably about 12 hours of footage of Akuma. I said, you're all lying. You all are lying. I will tell you what's up.
Y'all are not picking up what I'm putting down. We'll see who's going to be putting the opponent down in this set. And Crime already starting off with a lethal light kick with punish. Caught the landing frames right there, but I don't think he expected to.
Now, the thing is, both these characters, very similar. They've got a colossal, massive damage output here, but it is Crimey that's
Crimey giving the Shadow Gauntlet.
A little bit more
First Ken, now Akuma.
I want this win. Trying to get that delayed medium.
Oh, nice call out.
Yes, indeed, but Angry Bird using that back roundhouse, calls out the jump. Definitely got some damage off that, but Crimey, yeah, he didn't want to commit right low on the drive gauge, so he was just buffering that Shigeki.
Drive impact here, and he is going to try and build as much drive gauge
reads
back as possible because he doesn't need EX Aghanim and Flame to actually kill yet. Wake up button there from your boy Crimey, and the last hit of the Shinku Hadouken will close out that round one for Crimey.
That's the 15-year-old. That's the clear skin wake up right there. The old guy worried about no pimples, no acne, no bills.
And we got a camera to prove it. Perfect parry there for the pristine moment. And we'll take Angry Bird to the corner.
All the way there. Oh, and then face out the throw as well. The smothering pressure of Crimey getting Angry Bird to be active on defense. But just as I say that, we do see the DP.
Yeah, let's have level 3 here. So if Angry Bird gets a clean hit, he might actually need to replenish some drive gauge, but he is burnt out. He's comfortable in this mode, but I don't think it's going to be relevant because it will be the charged Shin Hashigeki. Is that going to close it out? Not quite. It's left. Oh, he's going to miss. He's going to miss. Yes, going to miss. Oh, and he tried it there. Luckily, he was already airborne, and there is some invincibility on that to make him avoid it there. So he's laser focused. This kid is locked in.
Very nice from Crimey. Of course, he would have chipped Angry Bird out as well if he didn't wake up with anything, right? That is why you saw the DP in that instance.
I wonder if Demon would have got him out
there.
instead.
Nice drive rush into the anti-air to close it out in that situation.
Oh, wow. He ended up pressing into the overhead. That was wild. Just visually, but Crimey finding the hits again here. Ooh, trying to go with the frame trap. Does eventually catch Angry Bird flinching.
Coin with a delayed button, it looks like there, and that was the meatiest overhead, and it hit his shin, so that doesn't quite count in terms of visual burst, but that should be, not quite.
Wow, delay on the wake-up DP as well. Called out Crimey's delay timing himself.
I mean, he's not afraid.
Oh, some layered Oki, but nonetheless here, trying to fish for the big forward heavy. Crimey staying at prime position to get an easy whip punish.
Well, it's been pitch-perfect spacing for the most part, and actually when he loses his turn, Crimey, he then uses his reactions to beat Angry Bird to the punch, and then capitalize on that damage even more.
Oh, yeah.
He mixed that with how young he is. That is a deadly combination towards victory. Another breakaway there with the DP. He hasn't blocked one of those yet.
Yeah, Crimey has a great balance of playing in the mud and playing clean. Oh, speaking of which, right there, right, the drive rush, beat him to the button that time. Thought he was going to get the whip punish, but the space on the donkey kick keeps him safe.
Oh, it's far.
Just missed the opportunity to get punished by Adamant Flame there, but Angry Bird can still pick this up here. Charges up that Denjin.
Oh,
nice. They both hit the air at the same time.
Here they are on the jumping and the chop. We'll confirm off that. Again, both players below the 3 bars. This is why Crimey forcing the issue with drive rush. Doesn't spin the level 3, surprisingly.
Yeah,
but you know, Angry Bird ain't gonna leave nothing on the table here. Level 3, let's go to another round and make Crimey try to beat him all over again.
1000%. I think you said it with James Chen, one of the World Warriors there, but
he really
as James
vaporizes
says,
your shit.
Rounds are a vital resource in this game. You get to restart, and you get to come back and rebuild your momentum here, and that's what Angry Bird is exceptional at doing, and a good check into that medium Tatsu to chase him down, and he's been stand blocking a lot, so Angry Bird's gonna have to clock onto that.
Indeed, right. Switch it up for the drive rush, low pressure. Right now, waking up with the DP. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, it did go low, but wasn't really ready to convert with anything significant.
And again, almost as he turned pale again, and good pull on the brakes there from Crimey. Really trying to be malicious and burn Angry Bird out.
I feel like Angry Bird's been in drive deficit this entire time.
And it is
burnout.
Be the
he does build one.
And it actually is going to put Angry Bird in throw range to lose the game. Actually, if he gets thrown,
oh,
he
no,
might
he doesn't.
He
doesn't build one on that.
I mean, if he blocks, I was going to say, if he blocks one,
he
does not build enough meter.
Yeah, he doesn't build the meter.
So he was completely locked out of any hope of surviving that sequence. Crimey up 2-0 in the blink of an eye.
Now the funny thing is, and again, off to an exceptional start here into the Denjin. Angry Bird, I want him to be a little bit more cutthroat because he does redefine aggression, but Crimey's got a point to prove here as well, so.
There we go, Angry Bird starting to find it now. A little bit of hezzies, but Crimey with the wake-up backdash. What a call out, and this is tough for Angry Bird, I was gonna say, because he's gonna get burnt out.
Yeah, you don't want him to be up close when he burns you out. You've just got to push him away, buy some time. Lovely anti-air once again there from Angry Bird.
Indeed here, at least for Angry Bird right now, we're in the middle of the screen, right? We don't gotta worry about getting DI'd, get stunned in the corner.
But he's gotta watch out for a jump, or Angry Bird might have to hunt for a demon flip. Good block there.
That great block in the overhead, Ryu now. Ah, what a cancel! Sees the DI come out and Crimey shuts it down, even in burnout. This kid is on one round away.
And again, now he's playing with hesitation there, and Crimea does
What?
smell blood.
The active frames on that. What the fuck?
Heavy punch, but then boxed in the corner. Another breakaway Ghost Shoryuken here. Crime's not going to let him breathe. He's not going to let this man breathe.
That was off the heavy drive rush cancel, right?
He's
like Crime is not even trying to bait anything out because he's just getting lethal with it. Takes down Angry Bird. 3-0.
One round from losing to Chris T, and now he's out in winners.
Who's going to qualify into Friday.
Locked in, laser focused, brought the correct tools for the job, and he said, I don't care who's in my wake. We are here to get a job done, and I'm pretty sure the higher-ups at Falcons are extremely pleased with the start to this campaign here for our young Chilean. But I'll tell you what, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. Because we need to see if we find this man on finals day, because that is super, super important there. But yeah, let's take a look back at what transpired there. I think he just beat him to the punch every time, man. That's pretty much what summarizes it.
It really did feel like that, right? He was just a frame or two quicker on everything. And of course, we're going to take a quick break here at EWC and be back before you know it with more matches. Indeed, look at these fans in the building right now supporting Team Reject. We've seen the Zeta fan base, the Reject fan base, and everywhere beyond coming out to show support for their favorite players, of course. But now we got another qualification match into stage 2 of EWC. It's going to be Lex versus Sahara.
Oh, what you're telling me is the Capcom Cup 12 champion versus the Lexecutioner? Is that what's coming up on the fight card next? All right, well, look, man, he actually had a brilliant showing against Tokido earlier with that 3-1 victory, but Sahara, man, listen, when you have so much pressure just offloaded your shoulders and you can just enjoy life, you can place a gap for no reason, you can smile at any mistake that you make, well, you're big chilling. And it's all about mentality we've spoken about in this game, Ringe.
Yeah, absolutely. The $1 million smile from Sahara. But, you know, we've talked a lot about us in the green room and in the back from the different commentators. Two of these players really exemplify one of the things we've been talking about with the newer players in Street Fighter 6 not really having any baggage from previous fighting games to bring into this one and kind of rule their ideals, right? Lex, obviously, as well as Sahara, both kind of newer to the scene in general. So Street Fighter 6 was their first real main competitive game, and you could tell how much they're flourishing behind it, right? There's not preconceived notions of how footsies are played or what rewards you should get for doing certain things in fighting games. They've really embraced Street Fighter 6 for what it is, and they've come out so successful because of it. Both of them have been two of the most consistent players we've seen grace the game.
Yes, these guys have got that blank slate approach, and they said, okay, is this how we have to do it? Is these the win conditions to win? And again, these guys pick it up because momentum, we've spoken about, we've parroted it so much, but it is such an integral part of this game. And sometimes you could prepare in the greatest way possible for these big events, but on the day, just something flips on its head. But these guys, they said, you know what? I want to have a good start, and they're doing that. But unfortunately, for both of them, only one of them can qualify in the winner's side on this side of the fence here. Guile versus Ed. I think this is a pretty even matchup, to be honest with you. When either character has the life lead, they've got the tools necessary to hold the lead well. But Sahara's been pretty exceptional in Burnout, especially when he played against Punk prior moments. Rich.
Also, Sahara, I saw those Travis Scotts. Wow. I see where that money's
what a round start.
But beyond that, tried to go through the early boom with the DP, right? Just a little bit short of the horizontal range, allowing Lex to get a full punish. You can see Sahara already turning it back up.
I'm going to get the forward throw here. Lex is respecting the damage.
I like the way Sahara's playing. He's playing like he owns the place.
That's why he's taking a couple of throws, but that was a sensational whack dash there to get a little bit of damage and build some real estate from the corner.
Yeah, Lex is extremely good at cycling through his defensive options. You will always see him be very active defensively, whether it be parry, throw tech, wake up with a button, back dashes we just saw. And what a play from Lex right there. Knowing Sahara was going to nullify, but hey, I'll be right there with the bazooka knee before you can get that projectile out.
There's a situation, I think, with Guile especially, where it's how he monopolizes the space after a fireball. If you think you can kind of counter back with your own, especially in EX1, if Drive Rush Bazooka Knee gets you and beats the punch, that's punish counter, free damage, baby. Nice check there from Lex again.
Yeah, Lex, right, he's been really challenging a lot of these knockdowns. Oh, but this time,
no whiffing.
Spacing gets the whiff punish.
That is
now
Ed.
in the corner. Oh, and again, he saw the backdash and wakes up with the crouch medium punch. Great reaction.
Which means that backdash he got prior is going to allow him to wake up with buttons and then supers. Okay, it's unfolded now. I like it. The unravel of defensive options.
That's what we were saying, right? The cycling through the defensive stuff from Lex.
Nope. There we go.
Potent. Right now, though, and then the throw tech, right? He's shown so many, but what a perfect parry into the punish from Sahara.
Calling out Trump backdash again.
No whiff there because that has been a little bit nerfed there. That
oh, wow.
Kick
That
from
throw
Ed,
mash.
it's irrelevant now because of the positional advantage that Lex is building. He will build up to that level 3, but the EX cycle uppercut breaks away.
Indeed, right. Now Sahara's just going to go raw level 2.
Good choice.
Oh, but beautiful defense from Lex right there after blocking the first normal. Straight OD flash kick through it. And now try to drain some of this drive meter from Sahara.
Spraying it out here. Nice down medium kick anti-air, but Sonic Punch is about to be completely
that was so far.
Defeated.
Oh, and the walk back.
Instead, he tried to go for a delayed tech there. You could see he was walking back, so driver
Sahara
wouldn't work.
emoting, bro. He be emoting while he's playing.
Walk back covers.
And Lex felt the need to tech in that moment because he would have died to throw, right? You probably don't see Lex tech in that moment if he doesn't die to throw.
Tech there again. And remember, you actually build less meter and drive gauge from throw tech in now.
Nice.
It's not as potent, but I'll tell you what is potent. It's going to be
his baiting
the
in the
combo
neutral has been
from
like
the
so good,
cannon.
man.
He's going to have to switch up the follow-up because he's not
It feels like
mid-screen.
nobody knows what the hell he's going to do.
Still nice damage right there from Sahara. Waking up with a throw, gets level 1 for it.
Long way to go this round.
Garnered as much space as he possibly could. And the
Ed cross up.
heavy punch did not work because even that range looked ambiguous to us.
Yeah, I was going to say, he found the dead angle right there, right? Where the hitbox for that crouch fierce was just nowhere to be found on Ed's jump in. So great angle of approach from Sahara, right? That's really the art that doesn't get talked about a lot when it comes to jump-ins, right? Trying to pick those dead angles to where opponents either have trouble cross-cutting or just lose outright.
Remember, a flash kick probably would have lost there as well because he didn't have his charge, so he had no choice but seize the crouching heavy punch there. But Lex, he's not going to let that phase him. He's not going to be deterred. He's going to go right back in and try and get a life lead here.
Getting a hit early, knocked down. You saw a little slight hesitation before that, but now we get the perfect parry, Sahara.
He wants to keep that momentum. Basically box him in, marshal him in that corner here. He's waiting for Lex to do another delayed option, but he respected it.
Yeah, exactly right. You saw that fierce was a slight delay just in case Lex woke up with something. And now he calls out the snatcher with a DI. Set up shot.
Interesting. He didn't go for a mix-up. He normally goes for a mix-up or a safe jump out for that, but he's just playing it safe with the zoning because he knows his dry gauge is low, so he doesn't have to overcommit too much.
Yeah, and Lex, right after that, his drive gauge was low as well, right? So you just want to set up shop, refuel, and go about it from there. Was doing a great job. I love that. He's sending out the OD projectile, out prioritizing the fireball.
Lovely bait there from your boy Lex, and he will decimate that life gauge. Because I tell you what, there's been a couple of psycho uppercuts that have been successful on his end. So sometimes you've got to make the Capcom Cup jabs twitch.
That's what he was looking for that first round.
That was the very first interaction we saw. Sahara just didn't get a walk forward enough the first time. Nice again, establishing the boom here. Sahara looking to jump over, but Lex always so clean with the anti-airs.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect parry again. He's been perfect parrying a lot of those lights. And again, perfect parries in block streams now are actually more pivotal than on Wake Up. And that's why these guys are building momentum from those situations.
See, ooh, Lex off that fierce. Yeah, the big delay on the drive rush cancel just in case Sahara tried to reversal with anything.
Back throw. He respected it. I think he thought he was going to flash kick or something there. 100%. He's going to build the level 3, and he's going to have to go into the crossfire somersault here. Take that round, and it will put one game on the board to make it 1-1 as the score's on the doors here.
Lex is not afraid to put his cojones on the table, man. Like, he will make some big defensive reads that are real scary, like that situation right there, right, where he's minus up against the snatcher, the charge snatcher. But as you said, Sahara thought he would reversal because he's been so frequent about being active defensively, but instead he just goes with the throw, ends up turning the momentum completely around. Damn, does he have a real tattoo on his knuckles? That's crazy. I had never seen that one, Lex.
I'm telling you, man, these guys, they know what they're doing. They know what must be done, man. And again, I wish we had a heart rate monitor to see how they're really feeling on every interaction because it just keeps going and going and going.
Again, just looking to establish the boom game early. Sahara teasing the snatcher here and there.
Good block last minute, and another perfect parry on the jab. I think Lex might have to change it up and do jab into throw. Let's see if Sahara reacts to that accordingly or adjusts on the fly, because these jab strings are not working out for him.
Yeah, a lot of time it feels like Lex, throws less than most. He tried to get a throw there to switch the sides, right? But good tech from Sahara, does eventually find it.
Yeah, okay, there you go, yeah.
You exactly called it, right? He's switching it up now. Yeah, he knows all the parries, even though these haven't been punish countered, but he's looking for that exact thing.
But he might allow Sahara to reversal soon, because it's like...
Lex is the one that ends up reversaling instead.
Level 2's there, the cycle cannon's there, and he might burn him out, Ringe.
Yeah, he is. Let's go in with a stable route to make sure he gets that at the end.
Oh,
the
he
drive rush
wasn't able to block
get blown up.
Okay.
He's got one more Hurricane, so if he throws out project on the Psycho Spark, he's dead. He's going to have to burn this one, I think.
We're mashing.
Move back, yeah, move back. And he's going to have to charge it. Keep charging, Lex.
Again, the confidence on Lex. He even pressed the button in that instance right there. Blocks out the DP.
He knew he got chipped up.
Clutch on this kid.
And that's it, man, because how did Joe lose against Kaba earlier?
Jump.
In those moments like that. Tournament-defining moments there. Takes him straight to the corner there, and a perfect parry again. Yeah, I think Lex has clocked on how often he's doing it.
I like that as well. He switched up. He didn't go for the backdoor this time. But with the normal, but Sahara beat him to the button. Wake it up.
Get that space there. He generates as much space and time as he needs before Sahara comes breathing down his neck.
That was weird.
Gets a soap back kick. He's about to build that level 3 again, and he's not going to cancel into it on this sequence, but the next one, he's done it again.
Indeed, right. Yeah, the light into the throw. He tried to catch him doing something different that time. The eye is parried.
Parry.
Oh my goodness, bro. Lex with a big tech throw. That's going to get him above 3 bars. He gets level 2 off the step kick.
Okay, interesting. Try to cause a mix-up there or bait something out, but he still has some Sonic
nice
to work with, but that perfect parry, he's been constantly trying here, and it hasn't worked out, but he can activate the cannon if he needs to, but he is going to preserve the bar.
That was so clutch. That was so clutch.
Is going to take it to the
this
final
guy's really hard to kill, bro.
I tell you what, pivotal and understatement.
This dude is really hard to kill.
100%, man. The composure from Sahara at the end of that round is so impressive.
His like late round decision making is so ridiculous.
Rather than try to DI back or anything like that on low light, so smart.
Under these conditions,
and like Lex is playing well too.
Exceedingly difficult, but these guys make it look like another day at the office.
These last hit scenarios, man, he just
be
clutching.
The dream combo.
Indeed, right? You know he's gonna be scheming on that. What a perfect parry to blow up the second boom.
Perfect parry.
In the corner.
Oh, the jumping low.
Oh, he means perfect parry.
He literally got it right as I was thinking about it there, because he needs to breakaway once again.
Trade. Oh, you're dead.
And he will confirm
GameStop
into the
trade
chamber, because he needs to lock him up and get the lead. And you can see him keeping that pop off in your top right side of the screen, and Lex looks a
this super is mad disrespectful, bro.
Can't show too much emotion.
I mean, really uses you as a punching bag. That's crazy.
Trade combos, bro. They definitely do a lot of damage and a lot of demoralization. Oh, but we got, of course, Sahara supporters in the building. When Lex actually had to face Tokido, he talked about wanting to shut down the reject fans in the crowd. He wanted to make it quiet. He's got to do that.
Much noise.
Got to do that up against Sahara as well, man. Plenty of good A squad supporters out there. This man is Capcom Cup champion after all.
Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see a perfect parry. And again, if you go back and watch that set he done with Killjoy in the grand finals, you'll see he has one of the best perfect parry games in the business. He's actually been executing it really well against Lex's entire toolset here, Ringe.
100%. We've seen it time and time again. It's been impressive that he hasn't gotten caught too often with the punish counters.
Damn, he done the right read on the heavy.
Lex just jumped back.
He's lucky that it wasn't longer, like the medium one.
Yeah.
Lex is going to have to go in soon. Nice anti-head over the standard medium kick.
Yeah, it's looking good, right? He's got the life lead, trying to make Sahara come to him.
Yeah, but Sahara's on the prowl. That's the biggest problem. Perfect parry again.
Ooh, beats him to the button. Now it's getting real scary in terms of health. And again, man, just the snatcher block string right there. Lex trying to nickel and dime Sahara, but he hasn't been able to find many hits. Does find one there, and a little bit of a tag there.
Yeah, slowly chipping away, just doing a little bit of tidbits of damage there. That's working out. It's building up over time, and there's 25 seconds on the clock. I wasn't even paying attention.
Exactly. Sahara's jump-ins have been really threatening.
Right, and Lex is really just relying on the timer at this point. Sahara's got to make
17
moves.
17 seconds.
But it's still, man, it can
still
blow
plenty
up
of time,
so
though.
Quick.
Every second counts. Time waits for no one here.
Okay, a little bit less time now. You're going to get pushed back. Oh, that was good drive reversal. Trying to force the issue.
On Sahara's end, but he
Really
actually
wants
needs to
this
go for the
round.
gusto, do
Okay,
anything.
okay.
But it's actually going to send him to his demise and give Lex that round there via the EX Sonic Boom. Strategical play
I
there.
mean, at least you forced him to spend level 2 if you're Sahara there. What a round start.
With at the end there, but Sahara getting a whip punish on a snatcher at 99 seconds. Huge back.
He goes for that a lot.
Dude,
Let
this
a corner
guy's
back there.
defensive reads in situations I didn't think he'd take that risk. They've been absolutely phenomenal.
That's what I mean. Like, he really will take the big risk defensively, and more often than not, he's right.
And Sahara hasn't delayed enough to see if he's gonna, how often he's going to back dash. That's the other thing. But Lex hasn't given him that breathing room because he's had to work his way in continuously. And sometimes it hasn't worked out for him.
Yes, indeed here. Yeah, trying to catch him moving forward with the upside down kick. Just switch up the pace a little bit. Same thing with the step kick here. Tried the jump, thinking Sahara was going to commit to something, but we commit to the OD.
I can't remember the last time he blocked a flash kick. I think he's been hit by 90% of them at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Stand light kick.
Very nice spacing with the light kick. Drive rush cancel, and Lex ties up the set just like that.
This man was going to go down without a fight. No, my friends. He wants this just as
Truly
much as the
an
next
immaculate
player.
strategy.
They're all here for a reason. They qualified for the Esports World Cup for a reason. And he's had a couple of bad round starts. Sahara's always been successful in the round
You
starts.
rarely
but this
see
one's a
high
little
level
bit better.
Guile. Guile's hard in this game. He's like one of the harder characters in this game. There's a few. There's a few at the highest level, but not many.
The step kick, Sobot, the plethora of Guile options. Wow.
Damn, burn out so soon. Well, I mean, when my guy has been lost his color saturation, he's actually been all right.
That's true. Zara's done a good job, but right now he's on the verge of taking a DI no matter what, and that's exactly what happened.
But watch the next choice. As soon as he gets that gauge back, pay attention
You
to
know
the
which, I
choices
don't know if
Sahara does.
Akainu
That's
is
the
still
key
playing
moment
this
here.
game or not. His Guile was really nasty in the early seasons of the game.
Oh, and Lex waits for him to do something on wake up, catches the backdash, and he is on set point.
Hopefully he doesn't get too big for his boots here. No pun intended, but he's brimming with confidence. At least you can see it in his gameplay. His face is stoic right now.
Nice
Good
backdash.
Okay, he's clocked on.
Lex overextended there.
What was happening earlier?
Oh, we're scrambling.
Ends up getting the air hit, so no big conversion for Sahara.
He needs to replenish as much drive gauge as possible. He needs to get back to that drive gauge safe zone, and that's exactly where he is now until Lex pressed that heavy kick to take it away. Fantastic block.
And that was a huge tech throw, right? Finally getting that out from Sahara, gonna give him some breathing room, gonna allow him to build back that drive a little bit. Just in general, take the real estate advantage as well.
I think he should just wait here and try and get as much gauge back, but I think he's trying to keep it below the 3 bars and then activate the puncher again. Is he going to drive reversal? No. He's going to take a different risk here because he does have Psycho Cannon ready and available, and he does walk up and have a temerity to throw that in his face.
Yo.
Beautiful though.
That was crazy.
Lex continuing to just try to bully him down. Oh, and he ends up getting the back throw himself here. Keeping Sahara very low on the drive gauge. Builds some back with that parry. But
The confidence to do that.
And gets jumped in on. Oh, man, we are going to a final round.
The Psycho Storm with the last
Lex with a
punch
big meter
in
advantage,
that clutch
though.
moment
I'm
from
curious.
The punish counter jump
Is he going to
media
do the
punch.
same round start he's
And
done?
it's
Like
all
walk
to play
forward,
for. I haven't
EX?
got a coin in my
To go
pocket,
to
so
a
I can't really
fireball? I
make the
wonder.
call now, but I'm sure the players
He's
will do it for me.
scheming.
Oh, man, how are we going to start this?
Okay, walk forward,
Sahara
just
showing
waiting.
some respect to it early.
Yeah, notice how he waited this time, because before he's been as ruthless as can be.
Oh,
Perfect
big.
carry on the bazooka knee.
That's corner.
Lex still has options to wake up with.
Oh
And he
my,
wakes up
bro,
with a
these
grab
wake up
this time,
throws.
Ringe.
Both players just back throwing
Lex
each
is
other
getting away
into
with
the
murder
corner.
this set.
Lex is the one that comes out on top. He's going to activate the solid puncher yet again here. Draining that Sahara drive meter. Dragon suplex.
Oh,
Tried it again, but a big
backdash.
backdash. Sahara's back in it.
Back jumped away and a delayed jump.
Okay, solid
heavy
punch
kick
is
just
gone.
to stop him in his tracks here. Sahara
has 2
exercising
meters though,
impatience.
so
It's
like now
literally showing his
it's anyone's
gameplay
game.
The stand medium kick. Anti
Okay.
has been so on point.
It's not
Throws
burned
the
out.
parry attempt. Sahara
Oh,
cancels to avoid
he's
the
still
punish
not dead.
counter, but he still
Wasn't
gets
punish
burnt out.
counter.
Tries to look for the chip. He jumps away.
Wow,
and
that
gets
was.
the punish.
I thought I was gonna
Lex
catch him on a jump, but
qualifies into
GG's.
Stage 2 of
gets it.
EWC over the Capcom Cup champion. Man, oh man. The prioritizing of keeping him below that 3-bar threshold to never let him get any drive rush cancel pressure started. Amazing stuff from Lex right there. That really hindered so much of Sahara's game plan.
I think let's go back to what you mentioned prior to the set even beginning, right? The thing you said to stand out, the thing to look out for, paint the picture, it was the defensive decisions. Those backdashes, those flash kicks, they played a massive role in propelling this man to phase 2. And I tell you what, looking back at these highlights, this is something we're going to have to analyze for the ages. But I tell you what, that was sweet victory there from your boy representing Heretics there. And you can see that, damn, she definitely wasn't happy with that. And we're going to go to a short break, but there is going to be more matches here after this.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
And welcome back to the Esports World Cup. Day one here, we just had an exhilarating set, another exhilarating set, forgive me, with Lex and the Capcom Cup champion Sahara. But now we must head on over to our All-American affair. Same World Warrior region.
Wow.
Very close friends.
Yeah.
And again, it is too close to home, not for me. I'm 6,000 miles across the pond, so I cannot relate. However, these guys, it's all to play for here. Talk to me, Ringe. What's the 4-1-1 with these two? What's been going on?
I was going to say, this is my region when it comes to World Warrior, right? West Coast, United States, Nephew and Chris Tatarian, two mainstays, two staples of the region since Street Fighter V, right? As soon as Nephew moved to the West Coast, he was always in those World Warriors. And honestly, I feel like these two haven't crossed too many paths this year when it comes to the World Warriors. They both got in top 8s, but they managed to avoid each other quite a bit. So it's going to be fun to watch them duke it out here when they have to do it so often, but actually managed to dodge each other. So I honestly am not sure who's going to take it. Last time I saw them play, I believe Nephew won, but Chris T has been looking more solid and more solid as Street Fighter 6 has gone on, right? He's been going to Japan. He's been training with Mena RD and the rest of the DR crew. He's really trying to put so much energy into this game. And you can tell he's got backup. He's got fans from Japan in the building as well. Always a big supporter. He was on Beast TV for a while, right? So he's built the Japanese fan base from that era. So it's going to be sick to see, but on paper, I favored Nephew a little bit, but with the way Christie has been looking in that first setup against Crime, it looked like he was going to run away with it, right? If he can just find that closeout, then I think he can do it.
Well, I mean, look, Christie's been part of key moments, especially at the Street Fighter League World Championships when we were at Capcom Cup. And as well, I like his philosophy in the game now. I really like his philosophy in the game, how he thinks about it. Of course, courtesy when he was with Team Bandits under Mena RD, Boost, and Kaba. He is a Ken loyalist as well. Let's not forget that. He's one of the few Kens in this tournament. But he needs to adjust his way of thinking because Nephew's been more closer to what we're trying to achieve as players in this game. And a lovely perfect parry into the forward heavy punch to kick things off here. So again, it's all to play for here with these two because this is an elimination match.
Yeah, Nephew, he's one of the best perfect parriers in the business. You already saw it come out up against the Jinrai. So again, a lot of that stuff that Chris might be leaning on from Ken, whether it be the Fireball, whether it be the Jinrai, it's going to be tough to pull off against Nephew because the perfect parries are going to be there.
Throw tech there again, but pay attention to where those throw techs are happening as well. And because it's less reward, there's going to be the drive gauge you need back. It might not be as crucial as it used to be.
Yeah, and you can see Nephew is still prepared for the Jinrai, right? Oh, and then again, the parry gets thrown, switching it up so well. Great job from Nephew right there. And as soon as he's got the level 1, the Jinrai is off the table because he's just going to be using it anytime Chris shows it.
Dude, rounds are worth way too much now, so you can see it on the look on their faces when something, just a micro decision has a macro effect there. There was a trade that no one picked up from, and I do respect they're not even trying. There's a forward throw.
I really love the Nephew not doing the level 1 at the end there, just saving the meter, knowing Chris was probably not going to do a follow-up because he's been punished before. Ooh, canceling it to the drive rush, just beating Chris and trying to react to the whiff parry.
There you have it, the Super Art 1 will close it out there for Nephew. He's just able to get his game started, pile on the pressure, maintain that corner positioning, and of course once you get thrown by Jury once, it's going to be long for mans in the corner, as we say in London.
Long for mans.
And it was looking very long because no one wants to deal with that, but damn, look at that. Nephew locked in because again, he didn't do as well as he wanted to against Angry Birds, so he needs to make amends here.
Indeed, we already see him off to the races. Both with a clean whip punch to start. Now the anti-air, or not the anti-air, but excuse me, the wake-up pinwheel.
Okay.
Oh, caught him.
I've noticed as well today, because of the stakes, a lot of people are doing more tap parries than usual.
And we talked about Nephew, one of the best at doing it, right? But unfortunately for Nephew in that last instance of Jinrai, he didn't have the level 1 for the guaranteed punish. So the mind game kind of went into Chris's favor.
Oh, that was a beautiful punish there on the Feng Shui with the medium Tatsu there from Chris. But he does get anti-air there from Nephew. And again, he tried to wake up with buttons, but the meaty stand medium punch is going to convert into the SA1 once again. And Chris might need to be a little bit more respectful on defense courtesy of how successful that standing medium punch of Jury has been.
Yeah, I just assume Chris, ooh, beautiful whip punish, is looking to call out the drive rush overhead from Nephew, but hasn't really shown it yet, right? It's just been keeping the gap clean, making sure to basically beat any wake-up buttons. Again, right, he's not doing the overhead, just straight up stand medium punch.
He hasn't risked the perfect parry on that yet, but then sometimes you don't know if Nephew's just going to stop and wait and then just assess the situation and get that punish counter throw there. Almost got the perfect parry on the step kick as well there. Lovely jump with that cross up. He's going to pop him in the corner. No Feng Shui activation, though.
He keeping it holstered for now. Ooh. There's the overhead we were talking about off of the fierce drive rush cancel, right? Because that kind of nullifies the OD DPOS. But right now, Chris gonna cash out all the way with the level 3. Make sure Nephew is burnt out and try to close out this round.
What's the next situation here? He can run up and try and respect the situation, but he's gonna walk and be very cognizant of that level 3. But I'll tell you what, he's gonna deliver it to you anyway. And it's gonna be FedEx right over and put Nephew 2-0 up.
I don't got time for this.
First to 3.
That's tough, man. Chris, you saw this little slight walk, and then he did the stand roundhouse, right? It's one of Ken's longest buttons, but it is also one of his most committal buttons. Has a lot of recovery frames. He ended up getting clipped for it by the neutral jump, and now Nephew off to the races, man. 2-0.
Think about the window, though, right? He was looking for the level 3, and just after he stopped thinking about it, that's when the heavy kick came out, and then obviously that's when Nephew introduced the neutral jump heavy kick here. And this is a big deal for Chris, because Chris only got 2 games against Crime, and he's going to stick. Yeah, he's going to go right back in, and we're going to see it. This could be potentially Chris T's last game here at EWC. If Nephew wants to go straight for the juggler, go for that 3-0.
Indeed, right? We didn't see an OSDP off of the crouch medium kick drivers cancel either, so maybe some things slipping through the cracks for Chris. Let's get to the other side, though, into the corner. Ooh.
Oh, that was a gimmick. That was fake. That was fraudulent as hell. That was like a counterfeit bill. What the hell was that?
My man put the mask on for that turn. He was like, I'm still in this bad boy.
Almost got the perfect parry again. He's not trying to really risk challenging Jinrai with a DP. He just wants to see if he can parry it, because, like you said, he's got some of the best parries in the business there, and an anti-air from Chris marshaled him in the corner, and we might see a resurgence in my man's EWC campaign from that round. What a whip punish!
Yeah, the micro movement from Nephew right before that was insane. Like, how little he moved forward to bait out that button from Chris was nuts.
Backdash, no punish though.
Oh man, just inside the range, no punish from Chris this time, and does finally find the perfect parry. He's been fishing for it after the Fujin.
The whiff punish there, and it's gonna give him the round.
The Fuha, excuse me.
And he responded in kind, and we are looking at set point here for Nephew.
Yeah, this is scary, man. Chris, I mean, he's got 3 bars, but Nephew's been in such control of this match. He does spin it, I like that. It's gonna create a huge disparity in the drive gauge, right?
He could do fierce, drive rush cancel fierce, so he might respect that level 3 again. Depends how Nephew's feeling today.
Oh, yeah.
Instead.
Exactly, just doing the medium and then seeing what Nephew would do afterwards. Tried the perfect parry because he's been so confident that does catch the whiff on the stand medium punch, crouch medium punch.
No. Okay, avoid the danger there by the whiff drive reversal. Luckily, he got a second chance here. That's Chris. Blocked on the overhead. He's just standing up the whole time, but he's burnt out. Rinses. This is guaranteed. This is guaranteed.
Indeed, right. Once he risked the parry, it was all over. Nephew making the folks at home watch the cinematic, but we'll cut to the stage as he moves on to losers bracket semifinal for a date with the Capcom Cup champion Sahara to move on in EWC.
Unlucky there to Chris, but absolute elation there for Nephew. He's a chill guy, but I tell you what, his gameplay speaks much louder than he does, so he is relieved that he did not get eliminated here, right there. But I tell you what, again, he's come with a purpose. They all come with a purpose, but sometimes it's who can execute it better on the day. Unlucky to Chris, he had moments to change things around in such a great way, but I think once Nephew snuffed that out, he just said, right, I'm just nipping this in the bud immediately. I'm not really giving you any breathing room to think about starting your resurgence.
Yeah, that's the thing, right, is that Chris is like so sound fundamentally and so sound when it comes to the footsies and the ground game. But Nephew is right there with him when it comes to that, right? We have highlighted before, if you're a longtime fighting game fan, you know that Nephew has been roommates with Punk for quite some time. He's not roommates with him anymore, but they really did a great job in that footsies. But we're going to stage and talking to Rob for the Key Crush.
Nephew, congratulations, bro. One more. You do still need one more, correct? Okay, make sure I'm factually correct. One more in order to make it to the next phase. And now you got to crush Chris Tatarian's key. That 30 ball? What's going on right here, Nephew? You look kind of nasty.
Yeah, I mean, he stopped me from getting the Capcom Cup last year, so I feel like I had to get my revenge.
Oh, okay, he needed that get back. My man Dark Neff had to spin the block. Now, some of y'all, I know Street Fighter 6 is growing. Oh, go ahead. I know Street Fighter 6 is growing. Some of y'all might not know. Y'all know about Nephew, y'all know about Dark Neff. That's his alter ego. And that's what we're seeing right now in the Key Crusher as Chris Tatarian, Ken Extraordinaire, officially has his key crush, ladies and gentlemen. Nephew, one more step away from making it to the next phase. Congratulations, Neff, and good luck in your next match.
Man, oh man, that hurts to see Chris T go down, of course, but right now we're gonna be moving on as Nephew one match away, and you can see the fans already clamoring for the legend of Tokido. Gonna be stepping into the ring against another legend in his own right, Punk the God. Man, it's going to be a banger, of course. You heard Logan kind of allude to the historical
there's a lot of history behind
this matchup.
Sure.
I believe Mena RD himself said that EVO Grand Finals between these two was one of the most important matchups that FGC has ever had, because when Tokido succeeded in that, it really encouraged that generation of Japanese players that they can still be at the top, right? And that the new school of the Punk and everybody that was following that didn't quite claim the throne just yet.
I'll also give you a fun fact that just popped into my head. I'm not sure if the guys mentioned it on the studio desk. We were kind of robbed of this match at Capcom Cup 12.
Yeah?
Because obviously Punk had some travel issues, so he couldn't go, so they had to actually substitute Punk with Higuchi. And then the rest is history, but we are seeing a fated match. Now, like they said, it's Punk's birthday. Punk has been part of tens, maybe more prolific moments in the fighting game community, as you alluded to, and these guys discussed before with the EVO 2017. But even in Street Fighter 6, he's been part of some game-changing moments. I've got people outside of the community going, hey, I know that guy. That's the guy that did so-and-so. I said, yep, I know him. I definitely know him.
It's going to be a fun one for sure. The winner of this goes on to face Angry Bird for that qualification match. So you already know you're in for a treat going forward.
So I think for me, studying Tokido's JP, I think his whole strategy revolves around Lavushka, because he's got one of the best situations to activate in the game, which is stand heavy punch X goes into the level 2. I think it's one of the best mix-up situations in the game. And if he's got a drive rush behind it, it turns to a true strength. But I'm really worried about Tokido's neutral and footsies leading up to him building that level 2. So we'll see if that situation pans out when the time comes.
Interesting, yeah. Playing around the dive kick pretty well so far. We saw a little air-to-air snipe, catches out the parry attempt as well.
Almost got the burnout. He had to he had to take the spike just to avoid that. Buy him a little bit of time, and that is a two-hitting combo here. Not going to use that level 1 yet, and he does get the two-piece off of the Torbaline in the corner. Punk is not off to a good start again, Ringe.
And it's scary to reversal level 1 on JP, right? Because so many of his strings have projectiles in them. So even if you want to reversal that first normal, you might get stuffed out.
I just played some so commonplace, so like,
rare sight, honestly, to see a medium whiffed and Punk not punish it.
It's the jump, no perfect parry there. Got to get a punish on the throw instead, and there's an amnesia. Can he get the side switch? Not looking at it. He's just going to go full screen instead here, build some drive, goes back before it really counts.
Indeed, he's got level 2 now as well, right? Oh, man, just outside the range of that crouch. Medium kick, Punk already ready.
Takes a grab, wasn't afraid of amnesia this time round, because you've got to think about the thought process at this high level. You got away with it once. He's looking to bait it a second time there. Here he comes. There's a back throw.
Ooh, the back throw first. That's huge for Tokido if he wants to get into that range to start the level 2 shenanigans.
Wow, he hesitated. He did not want that crouch heavy punch to be beaten by a dive kick. And he did try and catch it, because if that was a stride bog, it would have counted him as a punish count. So it is going to take this round hit. No!
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was an error or just didn't want to spin meter here.
Oh, I tell you, someone who will spend that meter, he's going to spend that cash.
Wait a minute. This is
on
scary.
The interdiction here. It's going to send him full screen, and he has to be highly vigilant towards
Because he's in
that
burnout,
super
so
R2
you might have to bust out level 3 for full screen.
Oh, and he actually catches him dashing with the OD departure. Ends up blowing it up because Punk tried to dash forward to get into range of that CA, right? They definitely wanted to call out the projectiles, take him off the table with a Versal Super, but he needed to get a little bit closer before he was able to.
Lovely check there with the crouching light punch into a counter hit conversion there for Punk, but again, it's the tail of the tape trying to get in, but Tokido's making sure he's actually eliminated the dive kick option for as long as he possibly can. Teleports in, and he swipes.
Man. And that walk forward jab is usually so good for Punk right there, but Tokido not playing those games, just sending out the stand fierce and letting the departure do the heavy lifting now. Triple dash, but nonetheless,
he's been losing
Tokido
to Pixel players so much.
Back.
The impatience is showing. He's dashing too many times, and I think he knows it as well. He's too far away and initially to kickstart his offensive campaign, but he's in the corner now. Delaying heavy kick because he wanted to respect the amnesia there.
Does not give a fuck.
They're still harassing with the heavy kick regardless. Actually gets the punish on the same medium kick in time. Again, right, a lot of hezzies on wake up. We don't see it that time. The crouch fierce instead.
I'm trying to force the issue.
Okay, he wanted to see if Punk would try to run away, which is why he threw out a heavy kick
pretty
again
even.
this time round in quick succession here. Trying to bait a parry, but no dice. He still has the Lavushka ready and waiting if he needs to.
GP from Pong. Into
You
the
enjoy
here,
this.
and he's got so little drive gauge. Oh, the fuzzy instant overhead was nasty.
He's got the lead to play with it, though, and he
finesse.
his way out with the portal. And that's going to be a lock. And actually, damn,
what?
Okay, I like that improvisation.
Bro.
All right.
Yeah, that actually worked out for him right there. I was going to say if he was going to be able to get the DI after, but it doesn't look like he's going to. But instead, he baits Punk into a whip. And that's going to be a nice little spot.
What the fuck was that?
That conversion, though, that's safe because of the burnout. Caught him reaching, and Punk, we feel the heartbeat.
I'd say
that was crazy.
Had to take that slight gamble. I love that micro walk back into the conversion here and making sure he keeps that heart rate high on Tokido's end.
Indeed, man. Trying to overwhelm the mental stack. You know, you really highlighted the level 2. Tokido's got that again, and what a drive rush E-break right there.
Oh,
he's baited him because I think he's trying to read the swipe and he's not doing it. And Lavushka's going to
You
come
enjoy
out.
this.
He's almost going to be burnt out
Going
from
for a
this
reset?
So if he wants to be cheeky, he can actually go for a different setup after he puts the departure out. Yeah.
And we saw at the end of that last
What
game.
a mash.
Oh, I'll get to that in a second here as we get OD Amnesia.
Amnesia.
Gonna be setting up shop. Does
Nice
preserve
break.
his drive.
He's in the corner.
The parry and the throw tech.
Punk has to be careful. Oh, neutral jump.
Yeah, Tokido up 2-0 just like that.
And the command grab finish.
Being aware of the DI, we saw in the very first game, Punk tried to call out that same string. He didn't actually counter the DI for it, but he didn't get punished. So Tokido well aware now, and Punk, you can tell the frustration is mounting right now. Trying to cool, calm, collect himself as he's got 3 games straight to come back from
right
now.
He needs to go character select. And I think what really tilted him was those 2 jumps in quick succession. That second jump immediately after he went on the ground and it caught the recovery.
Yeah.
That's something here, but this is very important. Okay, he's gone right back in, I promise you. If he starts a miracle from here, my word, we're at the greatest event of all time.
And yeah, I mean, he's definitely looking in the zone right now, but Tokido already able to establish some space, right? He's been able to work so well with that, and now a neutral jump throw bait. He is definitely trying to pour salt in the wound.
He's too fidgety, he's too anti on defense. It's the tap parry, it's the DI on the incorrect read, it's the throw tech. It's very uncharacteristic, but you got to give Tokido credit for finding out the kind of the dent in the armor here that's working out for him.
Yeah, the fact that he's recognized this,
Bro,
right? He's
this neutral jump.
Punish him for it.
This neutral jump roundhouse has been such a problem. Oh, he didn't get both hits.
Tokido is burnt
Okay,
out,
Tokido's in big trouble.
He does. But it's not going to be the easiest
I was
going to
say, he does have amnesia.
With the magic pixel of all magic pixels, double drive rush, level 1, we still alive.
Bring that Prixie dust. Bring that second gust of wind. Tokido not looking phased at the moment because obviously it is potential 3-0 for him. But Punk, he needs to throw everything and the kitchen sink. Maybe not that roundhouse too often. But oh, Jesus.
Punish.
Oh, man, at least he didn't pay too heavily for it. Managed to actually find another significant hit before Tokido did. It'll be tough now, though. Punk low on the drive gauge, right? He's not as keen as getting in Tokido's face. He can't really drive rush cancel without burning himself out. Couldn't quite check it. And now level 2 is on deck with Tokido once again.
Beam to the punch.
That situation's hilarious.
Into the jab. If you get too
nice.
good, because Tokido will sometimes do EX Ghost, and you have to stop him from doing it. Gets a burnout here. He might be able to cheese out around back throw. Uh-oh, you're going to have to deal with it now. You are going to have to guarantee deal with this.
Oh, my goodness, bro. Tries the parry, ends up getting clipped low afterwards.
And he does. You see how he walked forward during that? He did that because when you walk forward in this game, your drive recovers faster, even when you're in burnout. So that was optimized to get his drive meter back. That was really good.
You saw on the top right screen, double dash gets it, raises his fist to the sky as he managed to get a dub on the board, and is still in this set.
But again, he needed that, but look at the situation. He's kind of like forced himself. He's actually boxed himself in a situation where he has to do these uncharacteristic double dashes. You notified us with that triple dash. We seldom see the dive kick at the moment. So
true.
And the interesting thing is Tokido actually can't see his face on the other side of the screen to actually play with it. He's got to sense it through his gameplay.
Which he's done a good job of so far, right? We've seen him go to those neutral jumps to get into the game, but Punk starting to settle down a bit. The challenge from Tokido once again has been on point, though.
That was his first win, by the way, between him and Sahara. So I think that's probably why the emotions are riding high, because he hasn't won a game at all until that point.
100%, right? You never want to go into an event and not take a single game. Oh, but again, the neutral jump base from Tokido. Such a big reward.
That has been
Punk reaching.
His bread and butter
this set. One round away yet again. Punk's got to lock back in here.
The thing is, you got to be careful throw tech in mid-screen.
All right, Murderface, that's you.
Will tell you if you think they're going to throw you mid-screen, do anything else but the thing, and then you can't dive kick because he's neutral jumping to cover that as well. And he's going to get a pickup here, Tokido. No Labushka just yet.
Right, not putting it out there, but you know he wants to get close because Punk's so low on the drive meter. Definitely force a situation with that level 2 to potentially put him in burnout.
He's choosing not to anti-air. He's choosing not to do it now.
He's going to win this set on an anti-air after letting all these fly.
Another drive rush check from your boy. He's low on drive gauge here, so he's playing with fate with the drive reversal to keep him locked in the corner here, Ringe.
Yes, indeed.
I don't know if that's worth it.
Not anti-airing, right? He
I guess the buy time.
Game. The main
this is scary, though. Level 2.
A chase down into the level 2.
Hold it. He's got to hold it.
Oh,
nice block. Oh, didn't block that one.
Still going to get the conversion, though.
Oh, he drops it, though.
There, but he's still, again, he's choosing not to do the crouching heavy punch.
Okay, but he can lose, bro.
Like mind game. He doesn't want to play, I'm going to get counter here or punish counter.
That sucks.
That time just way too far for the throw.
Yeah, too far.
Dude, that was mad fortuitous there for Punk. He's missed a couple of throws and jabs there, Tokido. So hopefully it's not getting to him face down. I like it. A much better improvement on the neutral jumps. They have been absolutely incessant and annoying here.
Yeah, that's why Punk had that locked and loaded to counteract it. I love that jump.
He's still letting these go through.
I haven't seen an air through against these
trying to RPS.
Though,
he knows.
Oh,
he's scrambling.
What Daigo done against Punk ages ago. Water.
DI coming, maybe?
We're going to set up afterwards.
Oh, no, just challenge. Okay, these two are not respecting each other at all.
No whip punish attempt. He probably couldn't have got much from that anyway. Here's the swipe. He's hunting for a jump.
Did we level 2 here? Wait, what happened? He walked into it. Okay.
Activation, that's mad big.
I thought he DP'd or something. I was like, what the hell is that?
Pop out a safe jump, but it didn't even turn out to be that.
Nice. Drive rush, crouch, strong.
Maybe for level 1. And
he's dead. He's actually dead. Yo, JP. Yo, JP.
Out of the tournament here. And there you have it. The character coming through. You can see it. Absolute despair.
Bro.
For your boy on his birthday, nevertheless.
Oh my, I forgot about that aspect of it. Whenever you come into a tournament, you're never trying to go 0-2, obviously. Bro. It's very obvious statement to make. Very heartbreaking moment for Punk to go down. Tokido and Punk have been a legendary rivalry for quite some time. From that 2017 EVO, heartbreaking moment from Punk. Definitely a tough watch. Nonetheless, a great showing from Tokido. He's going to be moving on to face Angry Bird for a potential qualification. But you hate to see it, man. It's one of the best players in the world right here. One of everybody's fan favorites. For him to go down early, that's just how much passion he has to perform at this level in these fighting games, right? So I love seeing the emotion on the sleeve. This is what we live for. This is why we do what we do. And it's a heartbreaker for Punk to go out this early.
Bear in mind, he was runner-up to EVO Japan, our most entered player tournament with over 7,000 entrants. That's how he got here.
Yeah.
And to do that, and to come to the Esports World Cup, and then to have the results completely flip on its head when you're actually at the event, I can imagine like your emotions completely flip on its head, your heart rate fluctuates, and it's just unfortunate there because you want it to be longer. You want that just one more game, just to change the mindset, just to bring yourself back into it, and you can see it there. How unfortunate and how much it means to him, as Ringe mentioned before.
And it always hurts more when you feel like you didn't play your best, right? I can't imagine Punk feels like he played his best this weekend when he got 3-0'd by Sahara and then 3-1 by Tokido. You know, at the very least, when Punk is on his game, it's going to be 3-2. But let's go to the stage with Damascus to take care of the Key Crush.
And it's time for the Key Crush. I cannot believe I'm saying those words live, but Punk went 0-2. What an incredibly ruthless tournament EWC is. But Tokido, it's time to crush Punk's Key and keep going on that stage. He's got one more game to play to qualify for Friday stage 2.
In this environment, it's not enough to not play bad, though. You got to play. You got to play well.
Let's
get
that crusher ready.
That's the hard thing about tournaments like this.
Gives us a very nice
it's like
pop.
Not playing bad, you'd be good against 99.5% of people out there.
The training
but everyone at Esports World Cup talking about the top 0.5%. Like they're like that.
Congratulations, Tokido. Tokido, one more?
Yeah, one more. But
you have Angry Bird next. How do you feel about that match?
We play a long time. Maybe the result is a tie so far.
What if he mirrors him?
But this time, I'm gonna win.
This time I'm gonna win. From
mirror him.
The BC Tokido. He will be back in a couple of minutes to play against Angry Bird. Congratulations, Tokido, for another win. And he will be
that's one of the bigger entities in European fighting games, bro.
Against Angry Bird. See Tokido in a minute, and more Street Fighter 6 coming.
Alas. Reversal GG, true.
Is in our DNA.
Okay, are they? Is that?
It becomes our superpower.
Are we doing another pull today? That might be it for today, actually.
Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by play.
No, 2 qualifiers. So 2 losers qualifiers, and then that's the day wrapped. Okay. I didn't realize that Street Fighter's start times are much nicer than Fatal Fury's. I don't know why they're so different, but Fatal Fury's start times are like 4 a.m. for me. These ones are 7. That's so much nicer. I don't know why the times are so different. I don't know. Are there more people? Are there more people in Street Fighter?
These matches have been absolute bangers, Rob, so we had to check in really quickly with the Zeta Division team. Is everyone liking Street Fighter 6 today? Love to see it, Rob. It's been lively here.
Oh, yeah, man.
No,
And
they're
how
both
about these
32,
matches so
so,
far?
I don't know.
Not my dog, not my boy, Punk the God, the Alpha. Happy birthday to the homie. But that's how insane this tournament is. That someone with, in my opinion, probably the best fundamentals of all time still goes 0-2.
Isn't that Rob TV the best fundamentals of all time?
I mean, I thought
But best fundamental of all time? I don't know if I'd give him that.
I had
Appreciate you,
to
brother.
do it for a moment,
fantastic
but I cannot
fundamentals,
believe
for
that I'm
sure.
saying Punk went 0-2.
Of
This
all
is a
time,
sentence I
though?
didn't expect to say one day in my life, but it is what it
Oh,
is.
no,
That's
brother.
EWC. It's ruthless. Our next match is the Capcom Cup champion in losers as well against Nephew, playing tournament life on the line.
You know, we've been talking behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to pay attention when you're watching Sahara, when you're watching him play. The way he smiles in between rounds and crazy interactions, because he is what? A millionaire, okay? That man got $1 million. You think he gets what? He completely comfortable, and it's tough to beat somebody when they sitting on that type of bread.
You know when they say, would you DP for $1 million? What if you already have one anyway?
He gonna do whatever he feel like doing. Ladies and gentlemen, that said, I do think it is about that time. Or actually, before we even get there, Damascus, I'm gonna put you on the spot right now.
Too?
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah,
okay?
it is.
And I'm gonna make sure I check the chat too. Who wins? I know some of y'all don't know ball. Don't even act like you do. Who wins out of Sahara and Nephew? Come on.
I don't like that, man. You're asking
soft.
Sahara.
Okay,
I'll go Sahara.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a stage host, I would never be biased like Damascus is right there. I can't
Say
believe he actually
Nephew
said
right
something.
now. You have 3 seconds to say Nephew.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. I think who's gonna win? Actually, we're going to the studio. We don't got time.
Oh,
Let's get to our match.
The guy.
Damascus, you biased individual, you. I can't believe you would give your prediction like that, Stu.
I always knew it was him. I always knew.
Hollywood
We've
Rob
always
TV
known.
could never. Speaking of which, Tasty Steve, Sahara or Nephew? Who do you, we don't I'm joking. Damascus. No, man, it's been a great time, though, so far, and a lot of crazy matches have already ended up unfolding. We still have 2 more to get through, and we'll get to those in just a moment. But what we've already seen, qualifications, we've already seen eliminations, and we're going to be seeing a couple more coming through. Chris T was a big surprise, though. One of the big things we talked about it, his recovery, right? Having to recover from that loss that he suffered a little bit earlier against Cryme. Up 2-0, Cryme comes back in the reverse sweep. That's not a good feeling, and then he goes down to play against Nephew, and it just all falls apart. But Christy, a wonderful competitor, but man, sometimes that mentality, when you get that close to victory and then you fall so short, going down to the lower bracket, it hurts.
It's really scary. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good, brother. What do you think?
It's really scary, man. And Chris has been in this situation before. We talk about how Cryme is a newer player, but he's been on this stage too. Once again, what Rob said is true. It goes to the testament of how crazy this tournament is. If you look at some of the other players, I mean, everybody's sweating. Tokido's sweating. This is one of those matches, one of these tournaments that really puts the weight on a player, no matter how good you are.
We take a look in our brackets, and Yipes, let's break it down for the viewers at home. We've already done our upper bracket. We've got 2 teams that have advanced to the knockout stages. One being Cryme, a sensational player in his own right. The other being Lex, who moved forward. Now, that was a big turning point. I understand Rob, as well as Damascus, broke that one down, but seriously, the green room was going insane. Lex beating the Capcom winner from last year. Come on, man. That is just such a tremendous victory and a huge confidence boost.
So this is the thing about Lex, right? Like, he always is confident, but he always gets swayed bad in terms of the momentum when he plays the matchup or whatever the case may be. But literally coming into this tournament, and mind you, he came from the LCQ, so that's a big W on top of that moving forward. So him garnering that momentum and that confidence, he definitely said it on paper that he's going to go all the way.
Yeah, these guys coming from the LCQ are just nasty because they had the grind to get here, and arguably, they've got nothing to lose.
I mean, look, everybody knows, especially in fighting games, if you make it through the LCQ, no one can deny what you've done. Yeah. And on top of that, it keeps the momentum going forward. Lex coming and beating the Capcom Cup, the right now reigning Capcom Cup champion, that is a big dub for him, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy to say the least. I mean, there's so many storylines, even Xiaohai coming up tomorrow, you know, changing orgs and then giving up his guaranteed spot, re-qualifying?
What a god.
What
a god.
Well, he he already achieved that, right, by just winning 2 back-to-back. He's looking to become even more. He's going for the triple crown. Ooh, my goodness. Let's take a look at some of the comments that ended up popping up throughout those series. And these are always fun to watch. I'm actually taking Steve, you take that first one. What do we see?
Lex actually makes me like watching Gal Peppers. Yo, look, I'm going to tell you right now, Lex has definitely made me a Gal fan. So, Energy Kyoko, you know what's up. You definitely know what's up.
Yeah, Gal's been super popular all day today.
Well, there's a lot of $1 million, decent amount of $1 million tournaments nowadays.
Hey,
but yeah,
GG
this is one
Big
of them.
Neft, Prime may cry.
So look, the thing about every time we hear Big Neff, because like, you know, his personality doesn't really shine, but at the same time, his silence says a lot, which is kind of crazy. So anytime they give him a name like Dark Neff, Big Neff, it's actually a huge compliment.
He's super passive, so him going Dark Neff is good.
It's all good, Punk. Don't let it get to you. That was a tough loss, man. When I saw it down 2-0, Punk, putting the head in the hands, I felt so bad. To his credit, though, he did start coming back, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. Well, that's it. There's only 2 more matches remaining. We need to move some players forward. We need to eliminate some as well. Let's head to the stage to get the next 2 matches started.
Indeed, we are here and ready to go with our last 2 qualification match of day 1 here at EWC. We're going to have Sahara versus Nephew to kick it off. Winner moves on to top 16 on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, but it might be a loser situation too. So either way, going to be moving on to Friday, and then we got Angry Bird and Tokido to follow. This is going to be a fun one, Jammers. We got Ed versus Jury, Sahara versus Nephew, and you know, definitely Nephew's got Chris CCH and the like, some people like that play Ed in his region. We shall see how Sahara is ready for the Jury.
I think Nephew actually took some time to study Ed as well. I still think he's one of our most technically minded players when it comes to just the international stage in general. I don't think it gets spoken about enough because obviously, as Yates mentioned on the desk, it's his demeanor. But as they say, speech is silver, silence is golden. And this guy does have golden gameplay, but it hasn't quite come to the forefront at EWC day 1. We've had a roller coaster of emotions, but I tell you what, I'm not a huge fan of roller coasters, but the ride's not done yet.
Indeed, bro. We're going to see who drops off and who rises for the remaining matches. Sahara and Nephew already kicking it off quick, and of course, Sahara coming out with a whip punish. Don't try to do that to me.
Dude, when people have tried to shimmy him today, Punk included, he's actually waited for that button to come out, that extra second of delay, and then he gets the punish counter conversion from there. Sumptuous stuff there from Sahara. Burnout already. My man, the drive gauge is offline.
Indeed. Harassing here, and yeah, Nephew just kind of had to take that button after the full-hop because he had no parry to threaten with. Nice job from Sahara.
That's it, take it round by round, game by game, and he's got that Super Art 2 locked and loaded. A fantastic improvised pickup there from Nephew. Shouts to the juggle system in Street Fighter 6, I love it.
Yeah, right there. Sahara kind of fooled him a little bit with the quick rise rather than the back roll. Ended up Nephew in the corner, but he just backed room to took the stage back.
Dude, he's exhausted so much drive gauge there, but he does get rewarded with the hard read straight into the corner here, and that was absolutely tasty damage there. Loving that.
Ooh, nice
double counter hit
from Sahara right there. Utilizing the crouch light punch instead.
Oh, he's wiggling. You don't really want to wiggle against Ed, though.
Nephew just outside the range of parrying the snatcher.
Uh-oh. It's getting scary. Oh.
And there you have it. I think he was flicking out way too many medium kicks. And Nephew took a gamble with that jump. I actually respect him being observant, that astute. And going for the hard read once again with that jump. So Sahara's going to have to swap it around, and that didn't combo because it didn't say counter hit on that jump in medium punch, so the dive kick miss. So he will have to lose, unfortunately, about 45%. Look at that get shaved off.
My goodness, bro. Health gone. Oh, and then the fierce whip punish set up perfectly as well. Sahara is rolling right now.
And a perfect parry there just to mix it up. Good
Can't get a guaranteed punish
there on defense from Sahara with the block, but no level 3 yet there to cash out.
Oh no! Ends up getting clipped as he gets hit by the jab. Nephew not expecting him to end up getting clipped. And yeah, you can see Sahara again land the smile out as it falls his way.
I mean, Rob TV said it, man. When you look at the top left side of the player cam of the screen, pay attention. When it goes to these 2 players in between rounds, pay attention, man. Because again, his demeanor, his composure, just his attitude towards life in general has had a dramatic shift, I'll tell you that much.
Legitimately, man. And so many of these instances where players are going to be sweating and their heart's going to be beat out of their chest. Sahara is just smiling along for the ride.
He said 250,000? Man, that's 2,500 to me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So good.
No. Talking to $1 million man.
Punish. Clean punish there from Nephew, and he's actually going to opt to go for an even greater situation subsequently there.
You hear, oh, cut off at the pass right there, and then reaching, thinking he was going to die to a throw. Of course, he was in range to do that, so a little bit more willing to tech.
I thought he was going to do EXDP from that juggle situation. I thought he would have enough juggle points to do that, but again, he didn't take the gamble. And lovely anti-air there with that psycho uppercut. Going to chase him down with that kill rush, and he walks into the medium kick for the conversion here. He's going to store up that level 2 here. And he done a frame kill with that crouching heavy punch there, Ringe.
Indeed. After the Renko kick, yeah, the Renko kick is a heavy button, right? So canceling that into the drive rush cancel, going to easily able to bait out the DPs. Does it again as well. Sahara try to go straight back to the well.
I was going to say, I wonder if this nephew do Feng Shui.
All right, Feng Shui engine activated, and he might have to take the empty jump because he is dehydrated, as Yai should say. Good block, and he's still having that great defensive sequence there. Nice. Manages to escape, but a little bit of a punish on the way out, and he ended to close out this round with that psycho chamber. Managed to wake up with that button and turn it around just when you thought Nephew sunk his fangs into his neck.
Yeah, I wonder if Nephew was just holding back instead of down back or what, because he drive rushed at him, didn't press anything, didn't get counter hit. Must have been trying to base something out, just not expecting the wake up low.
And that's what catches people out the most, what you don't expect there. And he didn't expect that wake up level 1, did Sahara. Low on drive gauge, below the safe zone.
Oh man, Nephew again trying to turn up the pace a little bit.
A little slow on that.
Especially with Sahara below the 3 bars, right? He sneaks in another heavy kick to keep him down low.
Oh, wow.
These guys were doing shadow boxing just momentarily, and another wake-up psycho uppercut. That's going to be Taylor the tape for his gameplay throughout the tournament, or his tournament life.
Active
and
frames.
Just the tip of that uppercut caught him. God damn.
That was crazy. Yeah, Nephew tried to bait out an anti-air, right? A really late dive kick on that one, nonetheless. Sahara still reached it. Finally finds an ODDP on wake up, and then forces the issue. Plus frame off the drive rush forward heavy into a throw.
Now, we did speak to our stats guy. Shout out to Lazarus. We did say you might have to get a counter for wake-up reversals from people, and I think we found the person who's actually going to make my point proven because he don't care.
Yeah.
He said, and the thing is, every time, he's actually gambling a massive reward for you. He said, look, I will put 40% on the platter for you. It's an appetizer. I'll let you taste it first. Yeah. And if you want to pay, there's a service charge. You know? If you want to pay, you can do so.
First one's free. It's the classic.
But well, last time I checked, the only thing free was the cheese and the mousetrap. But that's what I was told. But he always has to think about it. He always has to think about it. And that's going to be the worrying thing here for Nephew. He's 2-0 down here, Ringe. Can he bring it back 3 games on the trot?
That is a lot to ask for, but Nephew, he's been here before, right? We've seen him bounce back. Has 2 games of intel under his belt now. Hopefully, that fuels him for a comeback. At least in this game 1. You got to take it 1 game at a time.
Forward throw.
Toss to the corner. Oh, my.
Dude, he's got to pull the brakes. He's got to let him get up. He has to let him get up.
Yeah, he's been showing out so much of the ODDPs. And then again, tried an anti-air version that time, but Nephew recovers. Empty jump after all, and is able to punish.
Do you know what's funny? Where he's throwing out EXDPs, if you bait it, he'll actually pick it up with a perfect parry later. So he'll actually, yeah.
There we go. And yeah, Sahara is the one that's looking out for the wake-up DPs. Does that here, does Nephew pull the trigger one more time? Not against the safe jump, but a beautiful perfect parry on the 3rd light. So glad people are perfect parrying the light strings now. Oh my goodness, and then caught him reaching for a perfect.
Damn.
Now Sahara on set point.
Dude, his mentality is in a different stratosphere right now. He's on a different plane of existence when it comes to that. Nephew is fighting with his tournament life on the line against the Capcom Cup 12 champion. Trying to create history here at Esports World Cup. And he chases him down. If he gets 1 heavy, he might as well cancel to level 3 just for the sake of it.
Honestly.
Sahara, the NA Slayer, perhaps.
Sahara's doing a good job, not recommitting some of these flicker buttons.
There we go. That's fine. That's fine. Again, offer it up on the platter. It's going to be free, but I'll tell you what, he's got another one up there.
Indeed here, Nephew, and a nice little string that's going to keep him below 2 bars, right? Yeah, really whittling down the drive meter now.
No level 3. Didn't do the level 3, but he's burning him out instead here, so he actually needs to
he wasn't ready for that.
He does get the stun here. Now, it is going to be kind of scaled because it was a stun combo, and he is going to spend That's an executive decision.
Yeah, he managed to get over 3 bars in the string, but I think it was a little bit too late to continue it regularly, so he had to go into the level 3. Oh, but it's all good. Nephew with the slight
he's still in there.
walk back just to get out of throw range. Puts a dub on the board.
Do you know what I like about that as well? He got the jab, and normally I'd expect you to block so I could do my tick throw. He done the jab, and he walked away, and most people are flinching on hit, so I like that. He was very astute with that.
And remember, one of the rounds ended earlier on when he got that drive rush crouch jab and then immediately committed to throw it. He was too far because Sahara ended up getting hit by it. So I love the fact that Nephew still has that in his mind, switching it up a little bit. Very, very well done.
So we know right now one of the biggest interactions is when and where is Sahara going to do EX Cycle Uppercut. Are you going to block it? You can take the 35, 40%, or you're going to let it rock. Now, when he actually baited out something and he started to regain his momentum and try and ignite new pressure, what did he do? Perfect parry, the third jab, and the light.
Yeah.
He's going to get him questioning your gameplay every single interaction. That's one of the worst feelings to have in Street Fighter 6. Perfect parry there from Nephew. Speaking of which.
Yeah, it's huge, right? Being able to switch sides like that. Going to set up Nephew for a potential control of the round.
Forward throw again. One more time. Doesn't need to uppercut. Yeah, he doesn't need to uppercut at all. Not now.
Man, and then it's perfectly out spaces waiting for Nephew to get a little sloppy.
Ooh, good DP because he's about to set up a +11 scenario for the trade. So if he'd done drive rush jab, he would have got a combo from that. Sahara, you think you're slick. I mean,
he is.
Money.
He is slick at the end of the day. Nephew, though, definitely started to come back into this and is looking much more competitive in this set. Tries to base something out, but Sahara not giving it to him. Was ready with the anti-air.
Oh, he was waiting for that.
A lot on the wake up.
Oh, he missed.
It missed.
He crouched just in time.
That's tough.
I don't know if the button was too fast or maybe he recovered
That's
later
actually
than
tough.
expected there. But it was serendipitous there for Nephew, and he might be able to bring this to 2 apiece.
It's looking like it's going that way so far. Gets the overhead as well. It's a nice starter for Neff. He's going to keep the meter holstered. See if he can make another big hit happen here. Sahara trying to fight out of the corner, but got caught charging the snatcher. And that is going to be a 2-2 tie. Real quick like for Big Neff.
Dark Neff showing up in the building, substituting that alter ego. He said, Neff, step aside, let the big dog come in and bring us back. It's the 1-1 now, and notice how there was no EX Cycle uppercuts in that round.
Yeah.
Funny how that's a life-changing moment, isn't it?
Oh, interesting, you know?
I don't know if he lets him rip now, that'd be hilarious. But to be fair, it is the qualification match.
It is, man. This is lives on the lines right here. You win this one, you go to Friday, you lose, your key gets crushed. And in situations like that, man, Sahara, being $1 million man, I think he's gonna let the DPs fly.
This is a key crushing match. Nephew, it's all to play for. Sahara, it's another day at the office, but he wants to create history. And there's the whip punish with the standing heavy punch. And he will convert into that Cobra punch and pop him in the corner. Hopefully Nephew doesn't break too early, Ringe.
Oh, man. What a call out right there on the tick throw. And again, catching Sahara reach. And he's been very active defensively now. With only 2 bars, I can't see him waking up with a DP. He does not.
Back dash again! That was exquisite there from the Capcom Cup champion into the MC jump just against the tap parry.
Oh. 4 players here.
Dude, this is exactly how Lex beat him. This is exactly how Lex beat him. Lex waited for the tap parries and the Cobra punch. No one, I promise you, at least at the time of me watching this game, no one has perfect parried that move. So he's awake and he's here.
Well, the perfect parry, but it was OD, right? So it was 2 hits. Sahara couldn't immediately just take his advantage back.
Damn, that two game leeway is not so good now, and he's going to get a fast punish counter combo on that jumping medium punch there. Interesting how his defensive choices are not that fruitful this time round for Sahara.
Indeed. Oh, Nephew trying to press in that instance, and then again shutting down the drive rush. Keeping him locked in the corner here, Sahara. Oh, I was going to say has complete control, but Nephew with a big tech throw. Cuts him off with the pass again. Tries to bait out, and he does. Doesn't get punish counter because he cancels the drive rush, but it is inevitable at that point as we go to a final round.
It's going to be a big choice here. The shareholders in each of these players' brains are going to have to come together and say, how are we going to splurge this super meter? Because it's going to be important, and a lovely drive rush with punish into the level 1 there. Beautiful stuff there from Nephew, but guess what? Sahara still has some dirty options to wake up.
I or Paragon gonna run like 9 tournaments every week.
Nonetheless, a beautiful perfect parry behind it. Didn't spin anything.
He went the wrong way. He looked the wrong way. He didn't
You haven't been paying attention, have you? Sounds like you don't tune in very often.
And he gets hit with the overhead, and it is going to build him the bar for that level 3. And your boy Dark Neff shows up and knocks out Sahara. And it is going to be a key crush there. Unsponsored nephew turning up in the lower bracket. And he's like, woo, yeah, go me.
Yeah,
he's got that tiny ass flag.
Straight black tee, black gear, ready to rob people's dreams. Good stuff to nephew, turning them right into nightmares as he's able to take down
when
the
Tokon comes out, I'll be at 8
champion
tournaments
and qualify for stage 2 of EWC.
For the foreseeable future.
It was looking a bit bleak when he lost to Angry Bird 3-1 at the top of the hour, but man, he's managed to turn it round. He had to beat his homeboy Chris T, and he had to go through the Capcom Cup 12
I did 8 tournaments last week.
Obviously, Sahara would have liked to go the distance and write a new chapter in that competitive career book he's been developing, but as we take a look back, that was a key moment there when it didn't look the right way. But I tell you what, Neff said, I'll take that, I'll pick it up and collect that victory. But what we're also going to collect is wise words from the man himself. And we actually do need to check out the key crushing moment. Let's head over to the guys right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Sahara, the Capcom Cup champion, to hand over his key to nephew. Nephew, Sahara, congratulations. God bless, brother. Now,
it's hype, but hectic,
nephew,
I'm sure. Yeah, it'd be more hype if you fuckers tuned in every night. I need that. You know what I'm saying?
By the way,
watch the videos on YouTube.
I know you're good to go now, no disrespect. Shout out to
I mean, it's a lot,
hard.
but whatever. I feel like I'm doing it pretty well. So,
bro. Up against the
so long as I feel like I can do it, then I'm going to keep doing it.
Take us through what was going through your mind right there.
Yeah, I was kind of getting flashbacks because I was down 2-0 against Tachikawa 2 years ago. And then I won 2 games, and then I lost the 3rd one. So I'm glad I was able to close this out. Also, Sahara actually reversed 3-0 me at UFA to qualify for Capcom Cup, and he got $1 million off that.
$1 million after the run back is crazy. Maybe you will share the same fate here. Neff, last thing, of course, you are someone who some people might not know if you're new to the scene. You had a big time, job, big time career outside of Street Fighter, and you switched over and went full time, and we see how strong you've gotten. How do you feel about that choice right now?
Yeah, I mean, I just love Street Fighter and I love competing, so I'm glad I did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Nephew. Neff, please go ahead and crush Sahara's key.
It is time to crush the Capcom Cup Champions key. That key might be worth $1 million, but that $1 million won't be taken by Sahara this time. Nephew staying alive after an incredible reverse sweep, man. From 0-2 to lock-in mode into 3-2. Nephew will stay alive and bring forward the American hopes, as he is the American player moving forward.
Did they ever pan to the men in the crowd? I don't have an answer for you.
Ooh, that one was loud. That one smelled like money.
You're gonna have to ask them, bro. Send a letter.
Listen, I have a very quick question for you, yeah? You just made it through on like your plain black t-shirts. What do you have to say to the sponsors, man? What are they doing?
I mean, they should have picked me.
You guys should have picked him. Don't make that mistake again. This guy's kinda sick, Nephew. Congratulations. He will be back on Friday for stage 2. And we still have one more match today. Let's go for the final match. Let's go.
Play is in our DNA.
Whenever
we let it out,
and so will you.
It becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
Ooh-wee, Nephew gonna be moving on to stage 2 of EWC, and we're gonna find out who our last competitor of day 1 will be joining him. It's gonna be Angry Bird versus Tokido for that final spot here in Group B.
Yes, indeed. Oh man, this is, I swear, any match you see these two in, it's just gonna be Titanic. Whether it's Tokido, Angry Bird, whoever, they're such iconic matches. And to have it at such an early stage is a blessing, and it's also a curse, depending on your position and what seat you're sitting in. It's a blessing for me.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who he's a curse for, but it's going to be interesting nevertheless. Akuma going up against JP, this is an interesting one because, again, Tokido's managed to gel with JP over time. He hasn't got a massive win with the character yet. He's had game-changing moments, especially in Street Fighter League Japan and the Street Fighter League Worlds, but he still needs that big win like he got with Ken back in 2024 with a CPT win. But Angry Bird's one of the best players I actually like in terms of watching how he handles JP's neutral to get what he wants, the reward he's kind of so desiring. We've seen him with the Ken over the years. Now he's been locked in with the Akuma, and he's coming into this with decent momentum range from his World Warrior. So I'm really looking forward to this match we got up next.
Yeah, remember like the very first Gamers A Grand Final was Angry Bird versus Kakadu, right? And it was the JP versus whatever Shoto Angry Bird was playing at the time. And even just from that moment alone, Angry Bird has done a lot of studying against JP because of that, right? That was hundreds of $1,000s decided in that Grand Finals. So he wants to make sure he never gets caught by this character again. And we've seen that going forwards. He's got a lot of great ideas up against JP, right? He's always looking to parry, not even just perfect parry, but make sure to parry a lot of the normals, the big heavies. He doesn't want JP to just whittle down his drive gauge bar and really control that type of resource management. So that's going to be something to look out for as well. Of course, Tokido's going to know Akuma very well. Obviously, he's known for that character himself before changing to JP and having to be under the tutelage of Kakadu and really starting to gel with the character a little bit more. It really feels like ever since he's gotten mentored by Kakadu on this character, he's found a lot more gelling, as you put it, with it. We'll see how it phases up against the Akuma from Angry Bird, though.
Yeah, well, I'm still trying to identify key moments, key tendencies that Tokido illustrates to us in his matches with the JP. One thing I was studying before, because you did see it in one of the matches Tokido had prior this set here, is how he activates level 2. Now, he done a raw activation before, and because of the proximity box that you have to deal with, he can activate Labushka from quite far away. There are a couple of characters that can take advantage of that if they're alert and have a follow-up. Akuma's one of them.
Okay.
So if he does stand heavy punch into the EX Ghost in the corner, you've left a gap. If he's got level 2, you're in the corner. So he gets the combo from the wall bounce.
Okay.
Charlie gets a follow-up. I think Alex gets a follow-up as well. I think it depends. A couple of characters. So there's really nuanced situations you can work on while seeing how Tokido's trying to basically revolve his gameplay around that. But Angry Bird, to me, I've always said this, he redefines the word aggression. Listen, you think...
It's true, though.
But now I've got to put Hinao's name there. I have to put Hinao's name there because the way this guy's playing...
Dude, yeah, now looking on a different level. But Angry Bird was really the first person to popularize the drive rush jab, right? That's how he won the first EVO, first Street Fighter 6, was he's the one that really honed in on the fact about how strong that strategy was and how much putting his foot to the floor on the gas pedal will basically give players so many problems, right? And we've really seen him evolve that style to something even more deadly as he's gone along in Street Fighter 6. So he looks as good as he's ever had on the Akuma, right? It felt like he was kind of soul searching for a little bit. Obviously, a long time Ken player, he was trying to find the Shoto that was going to gel with him the best. And this Akuma was looking fierce. He absolutely dismantled
I found an image
in the opening match. So we're going to see him try to
quickly
do the same
become one of my favorite reaction
Both
images.
these guys have a killer mindset as combatants. They are EVO champions for a reason.
Group chat, but
they
I don't know if I saved it anywhere. Actually, you know what? I think I did.
Occasions on the world's biggest stage, and now they're here once again.
It was on my phone originally, so it was like
with a riveting set here.
Both
Both characters are elusive in their own right, but I tell you what, there can only be one winner. Now he chose not to anti-air against Punk with the dive kick and just regular jumps. Demon Flip, however, is very different. So we're going to see how he handles the aerial approach, and already not close enough. You're going to see if he can get Tokido to flinch. A good start there, nevertheless.
Indeed, already looking for the parries. This is what we highlighted, right? Angry Bird very much looking to parry up against JP consistently. Tokido already honing in on that, already punishing it. Oh my goodness, the trades from both sides.
Street Fighter.
Drive reversal against the standing heavy punch. Not going to deal with any mind games there and keep him caged in the corner. Going to get that grab, but he needs, just a little bit more drive gauge. That's why he didn't do Adamant Flame there, but he still gets beefy damage from that range.
Yeah, still definitely a good look for Angry Bird. Wow.
Oh, almost.
Met him in the air. Did have the juggle point accessible, but now we get a perfect parry right back. Angry Bird trying to keep Tokido locked in this corner. What are we going to do?
Oh no, he's going to charge the fireball just in case of amnesia or even a wake up level 1 there, but he does have that level 2. No level 1 to follow up. Wasn't quite ready. Amnesia, the active frame, saved him in time.
Trade? Are you dead?
Oh my goodness, Angry Bird.
Yeah, it's
he's
meaty.
going to be
Can't do anything about that.
now. Level 1 would not have saved him. It would have died to the projectile. Level 2 would not have reached. It would have just been a waste of meter.
Amnesia coming in clutch, man. That's a very good insurance policy, whether you pay for it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he hesitated. He saw it.
Headshot.
Resets.
Straight up. All right, throw now. Angry Bird.
Yeah, he's been on JP for a while now.
You saw the shimmy.
Oh, and he whiffed it because he wanted to target combo to that level 2, but he's not going to take the round in a traditional fashion. Instead, he got him to flinch and praise to the sky because nobody came down and gave him an answer. An immediate rebuttal there from Angry Bird.
It's going to be like your mom showing you an AI photo.
Frequent, very happy with these OD amnesias. See how the
I don't know like why you try so hard to like rage bait, bro.
Immediately, but that breakaway from Angry Bird still has a high success rate on those DPs. Here it comes, and he parried, and he has to hold it. Yeah.
Yeah, he already let it go because he got the perfect parry on the ghost. Oh man, such big damage here. No meter as well.
Perhaps you're actually just dumb.
Looking thirsty.
Maybe it's not rage bait. Maybe you're just stupid.
And again, Tokido. That's what he's been doing all tournament long so far. The neutral jump baits, especially after the departure spikes.
Yeah, mid-screen as well, nevertheless. That's where it's been mainly happening. I think it's just the intensity, just those tournament nerves kicking in at the right moment, and he's able to snuff out blood and really capitalize on that there. That's where Tokido's actually been getting most of his damage from outside of level 2 conversions and mix-ups range.
Yes, indeed. See, Tokido, he's going to need to find more and more of that.
You don't have the heart to tell her it's AI. Why not?
Got a
the
host
fuck?
of the text.
Stop being pussy.
An anti-air here. Oh, the amnesia. We talked about Tokido is more than willing to wake up with it consistently.
Also, even if it did happen, what would make you think that I would do something like that?
After that block
I'm not your mom.
Hard read. He take the stun. He's got an EX departure if need be. Doesn't even need it because the level 1 is going to take him out there. He went for a drive rush cancel conversion just to pop him up high enough to get the conversion into the Chornabog. I like that.
Yeah, it's a popular strat in this game, right? When you get pushed out by a block string, but you know the opponent's negative, you throw your own fireball, and you can see it just got exposed heavily right there.
Oh, okay. Again, the footsy's working out for him right now. Couldn't get the proper counter hit conversion he needed from that forward heavy punch there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, tried the perfect parry, meet him in the air. Angry Bird just doesn't want to get put in the corner right there, so he's jumping out.
Nice jump. Kind of hit. Yeah, again, he thought that was all going to be a block. That's why it looks a little bit messy in terms of that sequence there. But Angry Bird
the Akuma Helmbreaker is so funny. That neutral jump roundhouse has been doing so much for him
back with a positional advantage here because you're about to get burnt out.
Oh my goodness, bruh.
Not quite.
Not quite just yet, but he's going to drive reversal because he would have got burnt out by that block string regardless. Oh, that's going to connect on the sky. Sends him bird watching and takes a 2-0 lead.
Bro, that was
been a
so
massive
high.
hurtbox by my man's feet for that drive impact to even dream of hitting him. And it's always funny when someone gets wall splattered from sky high. It looks kind of funny because it's like, hang on a minute.
Also, this Tokido picture, what the fuck?
From the top floor.
Where does the term Helmbreaker come from? It's a Devil May Cry move.
Showing support to Angry Bird.
Virgil and Dante both have it in Marvel 3.
Reject, right? So we see those supporters still out here. However, Tokido, man, it's been a monster this tournament so far.
Chases him down after having the neutral control from that departure. Trying to get the whip punish there, but these neutral jumps, they've been absolutely destroying these top players' mindset, and he's so lucky that he recovered just in time there, Angry Bird.
So lucky indeed, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he's choosing not to do it. You know?
He's not, yeah. He definitely is not trying to play no games with the anti-air against these characters that have a dive kick, that have a demon flip. Does get the perfect parry out, though. That's huge.
You can win that situation, I'll win in another interaction.
Yep.
If that's the mindset he has towards this, what a block. What a block. He's done. I think he's done.
The empty jump.
Too much scaling.
With the Akuma health, though?
Too much scaling.
Oh, yeah, but he's going to burn him out regardless here. Are we going to cover the wake up level 1? No, just goes with a safe jump instead to set him up for... Okay. All right. Tokido wanted to spin all his drive meter, made him watch it before getting the chip out.
Okay, because obviously no normals chip in this game. They only chip your drive games. They don't chip your health bar. So even I was looking like, what's he doing?
I was quite confused. I will not lie. Angry Bird here now back against the ropes. Who does have, when it comes to the most recent set between these two, I believe it was Capcom Cup 11 where Angry Bird did take the victory. Oh my.
Yeah,
so it looks like Tokido is bouncing back like this.
because he's doing it in a dominating fashion there. Checks the overhead because there's plenty of start up on that, but Angry Bird, he's going to have to go to the wishing well and pull out something.
And toss your quarters in, dog. Oh,
and hand me.
Start. Yeah, he thought Amnesia was coming because he can taste blood, and he is not going to cancel into Super Calamity. He's just going to be incessant enough to get the
Honestly, it might be
conversion he
better
needs.
for Tokido that he got him to spend level 3 here.
With that meat and said, you know, I might be able to do this without doing that. But again, spend the cash to make money, because scared money don't make money. Come on.
Indeed, man. I was expecting after the first admin flame for the OD Amnesia to come out, but Tokido holstered it the whole time here. Holding on to it again. You talked about it, right? Choosing not to interact at certain situations.
It's because it's happened too many times for me to think you're not hesitating.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
choosing not to do it.
100%.
We're yumping.
So just kind of focusing his mental stack, his focus, his mental energy elsewhere. At that time, though, the air hit. Cost him big trouble.
Hey.
And again, this is the kind of trend they do good backdash, because if he let that Demon Flip rock into the sweep, he might have actually caught the backdash there, but Angry Bird not going to be overzealous here, and he's going to get the conversion because he does have the
He felt really uncomfortable
one
on
of the strongest
defense
level 1s
there,
in the game, and it will put one game on the board, and we have got a set on our hands.
Indeed, Angry Bird. Feel him coming back, taking a game here. Definitely starting to catch on to Tokido a little bit more. Not falling for as many OD Amnesias, being able to fight cleaner on the ground. See if he can continue it here. Oh.
Okay, with the jab into the throw, just in case. And again, with
Nice.
he was letting them go a bit too much earlier, Angry Bird, but now he's starting to feel a little bit more confidence, get that resurgence. That's exactly what he needed here, and that is going to be the round that he's going to splurge everything, because when you see EX Air Hadouken in a combo, you know what time it is.
Oh, yeah. And again, right, really starting to call out these OD Amnesias so significantly. And again, here he's going to set him up. Trying to bait it out that time. Tokido! My goodness, bro, these block strings, they're just not there.
Get air to air and a beautiful pickup there. Couldn't get the trig lamp to connect, unfortunately, and he jumped in last minute DP there. Good mindset to have, and he is going to close out this game because he does have Empyreans and locked and loaded, and the wall splat will close this one out, and in half the time, Tokido got the 2-0. Angry Bird reduced that deficit, and we are on an even
I thought that was like an alarm
field.
or something.
This
The way
is what
the
we
audio
live
came in
for
there was
as
crazy.
Street Fighter fans.
Yeah, it's crazy to see, right? The fact that Angry Bird was able to tie this setup so quickly after it looked like Tokido was about to run away with it. Very convincing run back from Angry Bird here, but he's going to take the last match.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
The drive rush low, I like that. Establish it early.
Bear in mind, this is a decider match. That's why this is imperative that the boys are looking to get that.
Whoa! Oh, he actually got back to the right side.
Wild, man.
Okay, that was crazy.
This time, Angry Bird hits Tokido with his own pimp.
I don't think he knew.
Jumped.
It looked like he was unsure.
He thought he's going to throw tech or something else, but Tokido had other plans here, and there's a safe jump into the grab, and it's going to put him in pole position once again for that set point. Quick sip of that water.
Staying hydrated.
So quick, honestly, after those first two games. Angry Bird gonna be able to land on the original side, try to teleport into the grab, but we get an anti.
Tokido getting all the matchups where it's like hard to anti-air. It's so funny. That's been the money maker for Tokido this tournament.
I'm telling you, man, this is a bit crazy.
Like the fact that it hasn't even been acting as just a bait, but a defensive option that has rewarded Tokido so heavily.
God, JP. Oh,
oh,
didn't even move. Oh my God, Meaties, goodbye. That's the murder face.
Takes it 3-2
yes, sir.
over Angry Bird.
He's had game-defining moments, life-changing moments here, and again, another riveting 3-2 set.
Did I see Evo Street Fighter?
On
Someone just have a random ass horn in the crowd.
esports
Yeah, that was
World
the Dominican crowd.
Huge exhale.
They had like a
huge sigh of
vuvuzela.
relief. And a bow of respect, because he knows how much respect he has towards Angry Bird as an opponent. But hey, we're on business, we're on job. I gotta get it done, man.
What a performance from Tokido, defeating 2 EVO champions in Street Fighter 6 back-to-back, taking down Punk
This fucking
and
picture,
Angry
bro.
Bird.
It doesn't even look like him. on this fucking
with
picture.
that face in the background for his picture on Team I'm not so sure. Maybe there's a new meaning to it. But yeah, look at this. Just as those last closing moments there. Because remember, when you do throw a JP, you're further away now. So he is forcing a drive rush, which I don't think JP players actually mind, to be honest. But it has been insane to watch these matches and watch these guys react. And look at that, the emotion, the excitement.
Yes,
to be able to
Tokido has been on JP for quite a while now.
We do need to progress to an interview with the main man himself, Tokido. So let's hand it over to Damascus to have a few words.
And it is time to exchange the key. Make some noise for Angry Birds. And of course, Tokido, congratulations. You said you would win. But I have
He
another
did
question
call his
for
shot.
You. You've swapped to JP a while ago, and you recently mentioned that your new coach is Kakeru. How did
Oh, he's
that
getting
change
coached
your
by
preparation
Kakeru? Oh
for this,
shit.
and how do you
Okay,
feel the
okay, okay,
difference
okay,
in your
okay.
level of
I
play?
didn't know that.
おめで
That's
とうございます
nuts.
もちろん勝つというふう
That
に
is
宣言されていたわけですけれども、 最近かける元選手がコーチになられました。かけるコーチが今回のこの勝利にもたらしたものはどのようなものだったのでしょう。何が変化してきたのでしょうか。
はい、特にパンク選手との試合で、かけるくん、パンク選手のキャミーとの試合、キャミーと JP の試合が全然データがなかったので、
Tokido's English is actually pretty good too, but
ゲーマーズ8で、
I think
パンクとやった
they
時
want
の
him to
試合
use the
のイメ
translator
ージと
for
か、
interview
あと
purposes.
はキャミー JP の組み合わせそのものについても彼と綿密に打ち合わせをして今回準備できたので本当におかげさまで勝てました。ありがとうございます。
I'd like to extend my gratitude. Big thank you to Kakeru because he panned out a very detailed strategy because I didn't have any data about the match against Kimi, Lamy. And in terms of like the certain characters, and he really strategically made a very precise plan. So I was able to win this tournament thanks to him.
And this is why prep work makes the dream work. Of course, shout out to Kakeru at home. Love you. And big GG to Tokido. I will let you go to Rob TV for the key crusher. Congratulations again to Tokido.
A fighting game legend like him
Tokido,
getting coached by the best
big
JP in the
dog,
game is
senior
like pretty
ambassador.
scary, bro.
Congratulations, Tokido. Officially moved on to
We're
the
talking
next
about
part.
an all-time
Some
great
of y'all
out
at
here.
home was talking about, oh, Tokido should switch from JP. What was they talking about, Tokido? They got to put some more respect on your JP at this point.
JP is strongest character. That's why I use.
Okay, exactly. He know what he talking about.
That's
Everybody
the
at
GOAT.
home,
That's the
it's
GOAT,
on their
bro.
ass, brother. So you don't
That's the
talk
GOAT.
about what the GOAT do. That said, Tokido,
That's the GOAT.
You could go ahead and crush this key. Officially, Tokido moves on to the next side of the bracket.
That's the fucking GOAT. He's right. He's fucking right.
Into fighting games. And you see that he's still doing it at the highest level. As Angry Birds Key has officially been
People want to get on each other like, oh my god, you're so carried. You just picked top tiers. Well, so does he.
Yes,
And look
sir,
at
yes,
him.
sir. Again, congratulations.
Look at him.
Last thing, Tokido, you got any message for the
EWC
fans at
finalist.
home?
ここまで、来れたも皆さんの本当にね、ご支援のおかげです。まだ明日はないんですけど、明後日ゲームできることをね、本当に感謝しております。明日も明後日もやったるで。
Oh yeah. Enough said, ladies and gentlemen.
The GOAT. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all this now. Whoops. I don't know if they're doing some shit after that. I'm pretty sure that's all the matches for today, but this shit, bro. This shit had me weak the first time I saw it. This cat is going through it, bro. Look at this fucking face. Yo, this shit is so damn funny, bro. My man is concerned. Get him out of there, bro. He is not supposed to be here. He is not supposed to be here. He's like, bro, what the fuck did you get me into? What did you get me into, bro? What the fuck? That shit is so fucking funny, man.
today. Yes, we did. And unfortunately, we're going to get to see those key crushes one more time. But I tell you what, it never gets less exciting. It's such a brutal format. The heart of your, at least of yourself as a competitor, is your key. Now, for Kaba, he got his key crushed a little bit later, but he can reminisce.
I didn't even
that was the first key he's ever crushed, and it's an EWC competition.
It's amazing. And look, Yipes can probably speak more to this. We've been following Kaba for years at this point, and it's so sick. He knows, I call him a brother of mine, to see him make it this far and get him on an EWC stage, seeing him crush his first key, amazing.
Of course, Yamaguchi holding it down as always, beating one of the killers of this tournament as well. So it's like, look, at the end of the day, just touch up
I'm
on
gonna start
Kaba
just posting that image. Whenever there's something stupid that happens,
and he needed that under
and
the
I don't
belt,
want to
so
elaborate, I'm
I'm
gonna just
excited
post
for
that
him.
image
For sure.
on Twitter and not say shit about it after.
Staying alive, and this was when Kaba's key, he had to hand it over. He did get a big W, but in the end, his key would in fact be crushed. That was your Group C results, and then eventually we moved forward over towards Group B, which ended up just unfolding. Chris T talking about his loss right in the upper bracket, leading to 0. He drops down to the lower, and unfortunately his run would come to an end much shorter than he wanted. His nephew crushes the key.
So the thing about Nephew and Chris T, they actually had a great battle last year in the World Warriors in the Grand Finals. They didn't
I
play
feel
the
like
whole time,
their
so
press
and of course, Nephew
their
got
press
revenge.
procedure is like so much more normalized now, because like all of them get broken in the same way now.
Cammy, but in the end, JP wins.
I feel like when they first started doing this, it was kind of random. Like some of them would just straight up explode.
Yeah, man. Look, and I touched on this when we were up on the desk on commentary. He has not had the best luck coming from any event coming into EWC. Punk's luck is just not here just yet. And look, it's not for lack of playing, because we know he puts his heart into it, but it's not the easiest when you're fighting every other best player in the world. You're among the greats. They're from the same cloth as you. Can't take anything away from them. I'm still a big fan of Punk.
How could you not be? How could you not be?
It just sucks when you come here and you're like, I really want to do well. I want to see him get the big dub, whether it's an EVO, whether it's an EWC. It's just so hard to come by.
On his birthday, too. Tough break for sure. Sahara also gets his key crushed. Capcom winner. That was a big one. And then ultimately, Angry Bird ends up following suit just shortly after. But for Chris T, he put up a tremendous fight, and Ryan Hart had a chance to catch up with them after his unfortunate loss.
Yo, Chris, man, always a great performer. Great to have you every time I see you play Ken. It's always inspirational. The Crime set, so close, man. Some sick stuff from you.
Yeah.
What do you feel ultimately went wrong in that set for you?
He did a really good job in whiff punishing me as the set went on. And there was a pretty much almost a guaranteed win situation that I had, but I hesitated because of potential perfect parry. Hindsight,
I thought they were cutting him off, bro.
I could have just, slight delay button, and the round would have been mine, and I would have won the set.
I thought they were.
The kid is incredible, and he played really, really well. I mean, like, he whiff punished me a lot. I think it was like 6 times. So hats off to him, and obviously, he made it through to the next round. So I think that's kind of what went wrong. I wasn't able to adapt as fast as he did once he started getting the ball rolling.
I hear that, man.
Yeah.
All right, so moving forward, of course, you're solid as a player. Everyone knows your skill set. Ken is a character we've seen kind of drop off of people's selection in recent months. How do you feel right now at this point in time?
About Ken?
Yeah, in terms of just, keeping up with the current meta of the game where we're seeing other Ken mains kind of switch to other characters.
Yeah, so I think over the last 1.5 to 2 years, we've seen a lot of Ken players drop the character. Personally, I feel like the character is one of the worst in the game this season. And, as the season's progressed, his meta ran out in like season 1, and like my love for the character and my love for playing a Shoto is what kept me. And to be quite honest, I think one of the things that's very difficult is time. And I feel like players don't really have as much time as we need to in order to prepare other characters because of how the tournaments are just back to back to back to back, and World Warriors, it becomes difficult to invest time into another character when the next event is 7 days away. So I feel like a lot of combination of that and it just didn't allow me to learn new characters. But to answer your question, I feel like
Classic Ken agenda
is viable in like a first to 2 setting, but in the highest level in this current meta, it's just doesn't exist anymore, and that's why I'm the only one left. I've been the only one left for a while now.
All right, man. Thank you for that really in-depth answer. Yeah, really, really interesting to hear that, especially from your perspective.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you for that interview, Ryan Hart, of course. And Chris T, by the way, I know you're a competitor. Much respect to you, but man, your voice is golden, brother. If you ever want to join the desk, you let me know. Hey, we've got a great series on Amazon Prime. It's called Level Up, and it's coming back. Check it out.
A lot of people are haunted by their past. I'm inspired by it.
They're not just playing for themselves, they're really playing for their entire family.
They have defeated their demons. They have crushed the curse.
Level Up Series, it's coming back. All the coverage from the Esports World Cup. You get all the emotions, breakdowns. It is truly an incredible product that you all need to check out. What a day it's been. We finished Group C, we finished Group B, but tomorrow brings more action. And of course, to set the stage going into tomorrow, we've got the best of the best. It's Damascus. Hollywood Rob TV, send us home.
Thank you, Taylor. An incredible day one. No, the vibes were immaculate. The matches were incredible. The moments were amazing. The upsets, everything. But tomorrow, Rob, it's going to be crazy.
Bro, tomorrow about to be absolutely insane. I mean, the results today were fire, too. I'm very happy to see Tokido doing his thing like that. Little Crime as well.
Oh, you're saying you don't like Angry Birds?
What you mean?
Yeah, because you said you're happy Tokido won, so you...
Yeah, that's how people are on Twitter right there. I'm not going to lie. You're personifying Twitter right now. So you don't like waffles? Oh, so you're pretty much...
You hate waffles, yeah?
Bro, that said, tomorrow is going to be even better, ladies and gentlemen. I can guarantee you that as we are moving on to our next groups where we will have players like, I mean, who we want to highlight, Damascus? I think the GOAT, in my opinion, is Mina RD.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Dual Kevin.
Yeah, the back-to-back Shanghai is pulling up tomorrow.
Ain't
The
it Friday?
Beast Tycho
Ain't what
pulling
Friday?
up. Another bird, Big Bird as well, will be there. And you know, like, mathematically, right, there is something about Street Fighter. When Angry Bird does well, Big Bird does not, and vice versa. So with Angry Bird falling, that should buff Big Bird tomorrow.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. You don't know how to do math.
I know math better than you, bro. What's 2 plus 2?
I'm not sure.
See, he's not even answering. Oh my.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we are about to have absolute banger matches tomorrow. I just accidentally touched this trophy a little bit.
Yeah,
Big
the
Hollywood is
second
not
half
trying to get fired,
tomorrow,
so we're just going to go ahead and close this thing out. Make sure you guys pull up tomorrow for day 2 of Street Fighter 6 here at the Esports World Cup. You do not want to miss it.
I'm pretty sure it ends on Saturday for us. I don't know what face that was, but okay. Live your best life, brother. Don't let anyone tell you different. There was a guy, yeah. Whatever I was expecting, it wasn't that. Combo breaker ass song. Okay. All right, well, so ends coverage for today. I may or may not boot up for the Fakers later. It's in a few hours for some Grand Blue coverage, but we'll have to see how things pan out. Want to make sure everything is prepared for this week, so I will let you know. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna depart for now. Go get some lunch. Try to survive through the rest of your work day if you're at work. And I'll see you guys soon. All right. See you guys later. Take it easy. Goodbye.
Coca-Cola, espuma.